Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
I
all I
wanted
got
to
to say.
jump in,
You're going to
and I
stop. There's
wanted to
nothing else to be
say,
spoke about.
okay, I wanted to jump in, and I wanted to say, I have been over and there. He has been treating me with kindness, and I find it absolutely insane that everybody wants to come after Mike, but nobody goes after Megan. I don't hear anybody making Megan hold her
Oh
accountable. She
God.
can go around
Nuh-uh.
and say
Nuh-uh.
whatever she wants to say. It happens every time I'm going around this app. Megan says whatever racist, homophobic thing that comes to her head, and nobody says a damn thing.
Well, Megan's not here, so if she could come
Thankfully,
in.
she's not
Just sit here
here
and
right
act
now.
like I
So
haven't been
Mm-hmm.
around the block with Megan. Don't even sit there and act like that.
Yeah, it's cute little hippo though. Cute little hippo, but I just want you to know that is not the truth.
I
But
know Megan's not there, but she was earlier when I was in the box. And what I'm saying is nobody says anything. Well, no, but it is. But it is because she was up here earlier, but it is.
but
And nobody says anything about Megan.
they're trying right now to just at least attack the Mikey Shannon thing. I hear you. I hear you about Megan. But like in this moment, just can we try to just help these
Yes, we
two?
can.
I'm
And
just
I'm and
hold
I'm willing to
on.
do that.
No,
I'm
because
just
this
saying
lady's
later,
not
can
gonna sit
somebody
here
say
and act
something
like the
about
last
Megan,
year
please?
did not fucking happen. No, the last year fucking happened. I went through hell and back going up against Megan. Don't sit here and diminish that shit.
Who's she talking to? Is she talking to me?
Yes, you're not gonna sit here and act like nobody's ever gone at Megan.
Well, you need to do it more, Mallory, because she's on the app running
Told to
around.
shut up by Pastor Petty's people and leave her alone because I was doing it too much.
So who cares what they say?
then
You
you
need to
do
stand
it.
up and
You
you need to
do
say
it
something about Megan.
in your streams. You do
At
it.
her, you have her dox all the people in your life.
Yeah, I might have to. I might have to go after
You do
Megan.
your own thing. Jesus, uh, let's Skittles up. No, we said no.
It was hell with Megan.
Uh, is that Jesus
Me
up
on their
there?
son. What?
I don't know
Baby
why
Stoits
Mallory
resolution.
had to interject here, but
What do you mean? She came up. She what?
I don't know
That
why she
woman.
interjected on someone saying about something they had
Because she's
a
not gonna
problem
sit
with
here and
Megan.
act like people haven't called Megan out for shit.
But you sit with her
I'm
again.
up.
One weird
Her.
mom.
Like, it's
That
fucking weird that you want to act like I'm BFFs with Megan because I won't attack her anymore. You don't know the history between Megan and I very clearly, Mikey.
they
So
can
you're
do it
saying right now
themselves.
you don't sit with Megan?
Y'all hold it down. I got time.
I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure I thought
Sure,
you
you
sat with
just
him.
assumed like a
I mean, it
dumbass.
was a pretty good assumption. I see you in
It's
there,
not
like
a pretty good fucking
frequently.
assumption. It's called neutral ground, Mikey. You can be civil with somebody, but I literally, for the last fucking year, have been to hell and
So
back
you're telling me to
calling
be
Megan the
neutral with
fuck
her
out. Who do
with a
you think
racist?
came out with the 3 a.m. phone call, Mikey? Who do you think did that shit?
Calm down, drink some water.
No, don't. Let's not do that. But let's finish the other thing. Let's focus. I don't know why Skittles is up here, but okay, Shannon and you and Mikey.
So Shannon, I
Let Dana
agree, but this is
up.
going to be the second
I
deal.
Let Dana
okay.
up.
This is going to be
I
the
We don't
second
want
deal,
Dana.
Sassy.
absolutely,
No,
absolutely not. This is between me and
that's
Mikey. And
abuse.
me and Mikey are squashing shit between me and Mikey. I don't have my other mods up here. I have nobody else involved. This is between me and Mikey. I'm squashing this shit with Mikey. I'm squashing this shit with you, Skittles. I'm squashing this shit with fucking Dana. I don't care what has been done in the past. It's done. We can sit here and we can talk about it and say, you've done this and you've done that. All we can do is move the fuck forward. We cannot move forward if we keep going fucking backwards. That's all I'm going to say. And that's what everybody keeps doing is they keep going backwards and going, well, this has happened and that's happened. Yes, I own up to my fucking shit. Yes, have I done shit to fucking Mikey? Absolutely. Have I poked the fucking bear? Absolutely. It's because we're both fucking frustrated and it's a tit for fucking tat. I'm fucking done. He's fucking done. It's I'm done. And his issue with Megan, that's going to be his issue with Megan. Now, if they decide to fucking squash that shit, that's between on them. I'm just saying, for me personally, on
Never.
my shit, I'm fucking done. If I go on a platform and anybody speaks bad on Dana, anybody speaks bad on you, Skittles, I'm gonna fucking nip it in the fucking ass. I'm gonna fucking tell everybody to shut the fuck up and leave it the fuck alone.
Okay, the deal then. Let's see if that happens.
I'm
It's
done.
the second time, and I didn't break the last deal.
Like I said, as far as it goes with Dana, and it goes with Skittles, and it goes with Mikey, on my part, and let me say, if I break that fucking agreement, then bring me all the fucking smoke.
And I can't control what Skittles and Dana
No,
does.
you
I'm
cannot
not the
control
keeper.
it. No, you cannot control what they do, and that's fine. I understand that. They're
Wait,
their own people. They can
what
do
about
whatever
your
they
live?
want.
What about his live?
Yeah, and my live, yeah, I could
Okay,
shut it down.
that's cool.
But what
That's
they
cool.
doing on
Okay.
their page, I can't control
Okay,
that.
Right,
that's fine.
right.
Fair.
Of
That's
course.
fair. Fair enough. That's
Yep,
fine.
yep.
So I agree.
That's
That's
fair.
it. That's all I need to
That's
say. I'm
fair.
out.
I
That's
love
fair.
that.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Later.
Agree.
Love that.
Okay,
Thank you.
I wanna know why you do what you do, because I do not hold lives on you. And I post on you. I went off of this app for 2 weeks when you had your 100th millionth breakdown with Kendra on March 2nd. And then you posted this whole fake wedding, hee and hawing, and poking Mikey, posting pictures about him, doing your wedding vows. You call me Joan Rivers, Team
Okay,
Harvey.
Dana, are we gonna sit here and
Yes,
go back on the
yes,
fucking past?
yes.
No, Dana, that's the thing.
You have to take
You have
accountability.
no, Dana. You have been
You have to
talking
take
about shit.
responsibility.
Dana, you have been talking about this shit since fucking August. The same fucking shit. You bring up
You
the
posted
same
her,
song
you
and
posted
dance.
kids.
Guys.
Dana,
Hey,
you
please,
posted kids.
hold on.
We
Please,
made
one at a
bills.
time. Dana, please, hold on. Shannon and Dana, I'm gonna let you guys talk, but can we just do it one at a time? Like one person talks and the other one
Interrupts.
person talks.
Well,
Okay,
here's
well
what
then,
I'm going to say with Dana Moonflower is Dana always wants to go back and say, "Well, Shannon's done this. Well, Shannon's done that. Well, Shannon's done
but I
this."
mean, has she been able to talk to you one on one though, and like squash the stuff?
Anytime. Well, how do you address me all the time? Peter Pan, bedpan.
Pan mostly, yeah.
Yeah, it's bedpan. You refer to me as bedpan. That's all you refer to me as bedpan, Dana.
But she's not. But what I'm saying, Shannon, is right now she's not. Is there a
Well,
lot of like hostility? Yes.
No, it's not a lot of hostility. I want the hostility to fucking be done and be the fuck over with. Dana, I am sorry for the things that I have said. I am sorry for the things that I have done, the memes that I have made of you. It's been all out of pocket. It's been stupid. I do think you are a beautiful woman. I do think that you are I've seen where you've been nice and I've seen where you've been kind. I honestly, I'm over all of it. I don't care what everything has happened in the past. It's been fucking bullshit. It's been dumb shit. All of it. I am so sick and tired of this bantering. I cannot control what other people do on their platforms, but I'm going to control what the fuck is going to happen on fucking mine. Anybody speaks bad on you, Dana, I'm done. I'm squashing the shit. Same thing with fucking Skittles. Anybody wants to talk shit, I'm fucking done. I'm gonna and if they don't want to, if they don't want,
I don't believe it. You're a fucking habitual liar.
well,
You
so are you, Skittles.
Hold on a minute.
Skittles,
God
no, let's not. Let's not.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and be cussed at and be told and all this other stuff.
No, it's gonna be respectful now, y'all.
You guys can take whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. And if Dana doesn't like me and she still feels the way that she feels about me, that's fine. She's a grown adult. She can feel the way that she wants to feel about me. I'm just saying, as far as the going into boxes and rehashing shit and re-talking about shit, it all needs to just stop here. And that's what it needs to do. And I'm willing to come up here and say it's done.
Are you done? Can I talk now? Can you mute?
Yeah.
You said all of this on January 2nd. You said all of this in October. We have stopped talking on you, and you always go back to talking on us. Mikey has actually forced us to stop talking on you a couple times. And because we ride with him, and yeah, we do respect him, we have done that. But then you get in your shit show shenanigans and get liquored up at night and say, F it, and you go back talking on us. We leave you alone. You have this big fake wedding. You do all this crap, and then you want to say you're sorry and want us to be like, okay, we'll play nice now. So here's the deal. If you want to do this, I'm not taking anything down, and I won't speak on you for 3 months. Today is March 28th, right? Let's see if you can do it. But I'm not taking anything down. But I won't add anything.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's fair's fair. Okay? That's if fair's fair.
And I'm going to be going in your stuff on a sneaky. I'm going to have my eye on you, Shannon, because you never keep a deal. You
Well,
don't.
as far as it goes with you, Mikey, it's Data or you, Skittles, and Mikey. I honestly,
We are hurt. We are upset. And
well, the same thing. The same thing too, Dana. The same thing too. You're not the only one that's hurt and
you
upset.
started.
No,
Pan. Yeah, you do.
no,
Yeah, you
no,
do.
Dana. You and Mikey got upset when I ended that shit with Josh and Ida.
Everybody, please call them by their names. Please don't call names. I mean, that's not going anywhere.
Not
Please don't do
upset
that.
about
All I'm
that.
gonna say,
But then
Dana,
we
is
squashed it. But we squashed it with Josh and Ida. Remember, you came in Mikey's live, and we all agreed we were squashing it. You and I apologized, and I haven't brought up Josh and Ida since. But you went back and started doing your shenanigans again, just like you do every time. And then you got Retina mad, and you got everybody mad. Here you are again, back in the heat with everybody. And
but
now
here's
you
the
want
thing.
to say sorry.
But here's the thing, Dana, we can sit here and say, you've done this, I've done this, you've done this, I've done this. We've all both done it. Let's fucking stop it. Let's quit the fucking shit. It starts from fucking here. You guys, you can keep whatever the hell you want to have posted. It's fine. It's done. Okay? We can sit here and keep going back and forth. I'm done. I'm fucking over it. If I fucking fuck up, guess what? Bring me all the fucking smoke. But I'm done with it. And anybody else brings up Dana's name or Skittles or Mikey's name in a box in a live, I'm gonna fucking address it and I'm gonna nip it in the ass. And if you get pissed off at me because I do, that's just, it is what it is.
So what's the difference between March 2nd and now?
Honestly, all of it with Dana.
When you did your unaliving, you were going to counseling on medication.
I'm still currently figuring a lot of shit out, Dana. And I'm not going to come on this app and explain what it is that I've been going through and what it is I've been dealing with in my own personal life.
Okay, March 2nd, you wanted a reset, and then March 7th, you were doing your fake wedding for an hour and a half. And now
Dana, you sound like a woman scorned. Like like your heart is broken. Like
what
somebody
happened to
broke
all
your
your
heart.
stuff that you collected on Bougie, TV producer?
I don't have anything on Bougie, baby girl. I don't have
You've been
anything
collecting
on
on
Bougie.
stuff for a whole year.
No, nothing on Bougie. Thank you very much. You don't pay attention. Not one thing.
And what I'm going to say is, and this is what I'm going to try to get to, is I'm sure there's going to be a live tonight, and they're going to be replaying, and they're going to be talking about this and talking about this, and that's fine. I cannot control what other people do. What people do on this app is they're going to do what they want to fucking do. Okay, I can't control Dana no more than can Dana control me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say, me personally, on my fucking end, I ain't got another fucking ounce of fucking energy for it. I'm taking every fucking video I have that doesn't fucking pertain to me, and I'm moving the fuck on.
Again, okay. Good for you. We'll see if you do it. You won't.
Okay, but
Let's just out
just
that like the antagonizing while she's trying to sit here and at least have the conversation isn't helping any.
Yeah, let's see if either one. I mean, if you both do it, that's wonderful. It'll be great, and everybody will be gung ho. But she does know that if somebody starts it up, whether it be her or you or Mikey or Skittles or whatever, it'll be game on, and there's not going to be any more apologizing. I mean, plain and simple.
And like I said,
we'll see if she does it.
Well, listen, I just, honest to God, I'm so fucking over this shit. It's fucking just.
You're always over it.
I'm fucking over it. I'm so the fuck over it.
The passive aggressive quips don't help any though. The we'll see if she does it. Like, just fucking walk away and agree to be adults.
I mean,
Okay,
we all do that.
Mallory, like you have room to talk. I don't speak on you. I don't talk to you. So just stay out of it. I'm not talking to you, Mallory.
Dana, don't talk to me like that.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Why are you putting your nose in it?
You're being very
Okay,
disrespectful.
guys. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop Dana, and I'm gonna give Skittles a chance to talk once again. Don't come up here calling anybody a habitual liar. Don't come up here bringing all that stuff. Just speak like adults, and don't do this. Somebody's at work, and I know you
And,
didn't
and
mean
like
to.
I, and
That
like
was
I
me.
said, this whole I don't listen. It's all fucking stupid. It is. It's stupid. It's the most dumbest shit ever. And why we all do the things we do on this fucking app, I will never under fucking stand. But it's we're all fucking too grown. We are all too fucking grown to be out here doing this fucking fuckery shit. It's too fucking easy. It's easy to get caught up. It's easy to go, haha, it is. And I will be the first to say I allow other people to I get suckered into shit and I'm just like, oh well fuck it. Well, guess what? It's affecting me. And it's when it's starting to affect me, that's when on a lot of people's sides, like if you guys can't respect the decision, if you guys are going to be mad at me because what I'm doing with Mikey, Dana, and Skittles today, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. If you guys are going to be pissed off because I'm up here having these conversations, this is on you, not me. At least I'm willing to sit up in a fucking box and have a conversation and not be a runner and a fucking track star.
Go ahead, Skittles.
Skittles. Skittles.
Am I up?
You're up here.
You're up there.
Hey, no, what I want to explain to everyone, how many chances have we given her?
And how many times, Skittles, in the past whatever has Mikey just hopped in a box?
No,
And
no, no,
just
no, no, no,
gone-
no,
gone
that's
on a
not
rant.
true. Here you
One-
are. Here
One at
you
a time.
are.
One at a time.
That's not true. We
Yes,
don't.
it is. Yes, it is. Skittles.
Listen.
He has hopped.
Okay.
Listen, I had a
Hold on.
conversation with Mikey.
Shannon, hold on. Let her say something first. She hasn't even said a word. Hold
Listen,
on.
everyone knows that I step in when it's necessary. I sit back and I listen, but everyone knows that the agreement was that you weren't supposed to speak on any of us. And it was always you. Always you. I'm not going to post about you unless you bring up us. That's it. Simple, plain. Don't bring us up. And you've broken that so many times. So many times we've made this agreement. And I will post on you when you start talking about us. And you know that, Sassy Shannon. You know that.
When
I
me
do
and
not
Crystal
start
ended our
posting.
beef, when me and Crystal ended our beef, you were so up in arms when me and Crystal ended what we went through.
You
went
jumped
and
on live and you mentioned me, you mentioned Dana, and yep, that's right. That's when I started reposting.
and
That's
you
right.
guys and you
That
guys
is
started
right.
yep, and you started reposting because
That's right.
because Crystal literally said because Dana was over there on Crystal's side and she was getting heat and she was getting flack for it all because of that shit because me and Crystal ended our fucking beef and everybody was so up in arms over that stuff that they started posting shit.
Yeah, okay, that's when I started posting. When you
Exactly.
mentioned my name, when Crystal mentioned my name, and yeah.
So it's done and over with, Skittles. So we can sit here and go.
You can promise you're not going to do it again, but you will.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No.
And
Well,
you guys
Skittles,
take
you
it
can
up
think
with
what you want.
Mikey. It sounds like the issue you guys have is with Mikey making the deal that you guys aren't going to be able to attack her in his live. That's really what it seems like. He wants to give her another try. He wants to put this to bed. And you know what? Let's support it. And maybe it has failed multiple times.
You
I
have.
understand. I understand. But the bone that you guys have to pick at this moment then would be with Mike. Okay? And
My
that's
problem
it.
is she can't stick to it.
I
She's a
understand what you're
habitual
saying.
liar.
I would not agree with that, but I
Yes,
understand
she
what you're
absolutely
saying.
is.
I
She's a
do.
habitual liar, and
But
she's always crying.
but what's your
Can we
point right
just
now? Just support it. Just support Mike. This is
I
what Mike
have.
wants. Okay, but that's what he wants again.
Who is talking to me? TV
I
producer.
am. I'm telling you, I understand and I believe
We
you.
have.
Absolutely. But Mike wants that on his platform. That's all he's asking you.
I'm not
Is
gonna
on his
mention. Okay,
There you
okay,
go.
okay, okay. Okay.
That's it.
I won't mention her name on Mickey's
Oh god.
platform.
Then that's it. That's all that needs to be said. He didn't say he knows that he can't do anything about when you go to other people's lives. He knows he can't control that. He's saying on his live. That's it. I know you guys are rehashing. I know it hasn't always stuck. I don't know all of that, but I just know
No,
that
you
it
don't.
hasn't, okay?
You really
And then
don't.
that's it.
You don't. You don't know.
No, but I hear what you're
You're not.
saying, but it's not going to change anything.
She's not gonna change.
But Skittles,
Let's hope she is.
can I just say one thing? Like, I mean, whether she does or not, it's not like we all listen, we all can't control her. Okay? We all can't control Shannon with what she does. So it is if she does hold her own today and she sticks with it, okay, cool. If she doesn't, then you guys can,
Noon.
deal with it
Here I go
on a
again.
different day.
You don't know how many times we've given her a chance.
Trust me, Skittles,
Don't say my name. Don't say Dana's name. You
I've
don't
I've
know,
heard
obviously,
a lot. I've been around a long
No,
time
well,
here,
you
so
don't
I've
know.
heard.
You don't.
Okay, I don't know in depth, but I
you're
know.
stuck in the past. We do know. We've watched all
I
of
can't
this
even
go
get a word in.
down.
So bottom line, in this moment, Skittles, it's either, and I'm just saying, just so everybody can stop rolling their eyes. It's either, okay, Shannon, it is what it is. I'm gonna do my part and take you for your word. And once we realize that you're not, then we go back to what we're doing, or you walk away saying, fuck you, Shannon, you're not gonna change, and I'm still gonna do me. Either way, like
Oh, Mikey, Jesus, are you fucking? Mikey's like, let's give it one more chance. How many times? 6 times? 4 times? How many is it?
You either want to do it or not. That's it. You either want to do it or not.
Yeah, if you don't want to, Skittles, then you have
4
to make
times,
the
6
decision
times.
to.
How many times?
You have
to
the
separate
right.
yourself. You have the, just like she was about to say. I'm sorry, Moonflower, but it's on.
No,
It's
you're
on
fine.
you at this point. Either you're gonna interact and go to these lives and big kick it with Mikey and respect his platform and not talk about
always
Shannon,
support
or
Mikey.
you're gonna.
I've known Mikey for 3-4
Okay,
years.
so why are you going at her at this moment? You should be like, it's dead. I'm gonna go and support Mikey on his platform.
What part don't you understand?
It's almost like you're kind of trying to push her though to go with Mikey, so this doesn't even happen. Like you have to stop living in the past.
Hold on.
Literally.
It went nowhere. All we can hope for is that Shannon is going to.
It goes on, but
hold
listen,
her word.
it goes both ways. I've said what I'm gonna say. Whatever they decide to do on their fucking end, I'm fucking done. But
That's exactly what it is.
listen,
Can I just ask, was Skittles ever known as Kitty Kitty? Because she sounds just like
She did
Kitty.
really sound like Kitty Kitty, but I don't think it's her.
But
Okay.
as a group, as a whole, everyone, it doesn't matter what side you're on. This is something that we should all just support at this point. Put everything behind. And I understand it didn't always work out. I totally hear that, Skittles. I hear that, Dana. I hear what you're saying. But at this moment, if there's always a chance, right? There's always a chance. And I think the best thing we can do is be supportive. And then also, when someone starts to maybe slip up, we just do a little reminder. And that's it. That's the only thing we can do. But if the beef you have really sounds like you have with, with Mikey, and I mean, that makes me sad, but I also get it where you guys are frustrated. I get it. But I really just think that's who the beef that you guys have at this point. And that's it.
listen, there's some people in here that are gonna they're gonna think what they want to think about me. That's fine. I get it. You guys, I'm not always going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I am not the worst person on this app. There are people out here that have done a hell of a lot more worse, and they continue to want to keep fucking doing it. At least I can come up in here and I can admit some of the shit, and I do admit my fucking shit. And yes, you might guys gonna say, Shannon,
Shut your
you're
bitch ass up, nigger.
What the fuck?
No. Let's not put people up we don't know. No. Oh God.
Yeah, let's stop putting people up in the boxes that we don't know. That's absolutely unacceptable.
He sounded 5.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is. That's
Happens. It's freaking crazy.
I know it's happened in my life. It's absolutely
Yes,
ridiculous.
it was a child. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Hello, Dale.
Soap in his mouth.
Dale.
Dale.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Dale, you said you wanted to come up, buddy.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with kids these days is stupid shit like that right there.
Mm.
Okay, so I know little. All right, got my finger on the trigger, y'all.
No, Lord.
Hello, Sparkles. Sparkles.
Oh,
Okay.
bye.
Well, that's good. Smashley says there are at least 3 others that are worse than Shannon. Well, I'm just saying there's a lot other. I mean, my God, it's kind of like Barney shit, you know. I'm not saying everybody on this app, but you know, everybody on this app has a platform. There are certain individuals that have done some dumb shit, has said some dumb shit. It's easy to get caught up. It's fucking TikTok. I want to go back to just laughing and having fun fucking lives and talking about just random shit.
I would like to address Hair Junkie. Is he in here?
He is.
And
Yeah, I would just like to address just some issues that I have. Okay, so can you request?
get up in a box or leave people the fuck alone at this point, because you are 99% of some of the drama anymore.
I don't know who Debbie Believer is.
We're not doing that.
Guys, if we don't know you, it's not gonna happen. Just saying.
Wants to vouch for Debbie. Shit.
Hair Junkie, can you request a box? Okay.
Astrofist says if he comes up, I want to come up. That's what Astrofist said.
I seen it.
To go get permission, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I just want to know, which there's a lot of people that say things about me on this app, but yeah, that's kind of thought so. I just wanted to tell you, Hair Junkie, you've never had a conversation with me. You've never gotten to know me. You've never, none of that. So I would be eternally grateful if you would stop saying leather and lace and making that snarky, ugh. You know, you don't know me. So can we, just agree for you just to stop speaking on me? Because you've caused a lot of fuckery on this app as well. And I just want you to know, I have the phone call
In the comments.
of you and Bougie, where you openly admitted to getting Mr. PP's pictures and passing those around to people on the internet. So I hope you never deny that, because I have the recorded phone call where you actually admitted that.
And Hair Junkie, I have all of your texts with Bougie, by the way. So just so you know, she sent those to me back in November. Trying to protect herself. But she forgot that her initial message to you was naked photos of Pastor Petty. So she started that shit.
Oh, sorry. I just have to do it. It's
If he's
obligatory when he's
listening,
involved.
Pastor Petty, which would lead to her essential revenge corn of you, sir.
And Dana, we're literally sitting here having a conversation, and you're writing in the chat, "Oh, so you guys support Shannon." You need to let the hostility go. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
There's going to be people that, that we're friends with that a lot of people aren't going to like, and vice versa. Shannon has never done anything to me. She sent me a couple snarky little comments when I messaged her about something, but that's okay.
Yeah, and that's and like I said, that was when the phone dump situation and then once I kind of heard her side of everything and heard why she did it and how it all kind of transpired and went down, I was like, okay, well, I see it, from your point of view, and then things kind of got brought to light,
Because we're not always gonna. I mean, if we all liked each other, I mean, there would be no bitterness in the world. I mean,
Ashley wouldn't have content, let's be honest.
And that's one thing with me and
Hold on, I'm gonna
Stephanie.
switch account.
It's just me and Stephanie, like, okay, like, she reached out to me. She asked me a question. I kind of messaged her back. And then, we had a conversation in the box. And then once when we have these adult conversations and we're not out here cussing and screaming and yelling at each other, what's the point of fighting if there's no resolution? Right?
right, right, absolutely, that's true. And
Yeah.
and I think everybody probably in this room would agree. Boss Hog is gross. He is a disgusting individual.
Don't really know the man. Don't want to know the man. Astrophiz, what did you want to say, hon?
Hey, baby.
Hey. Well, first and
Hi.
foremost, Shannon, I do owe you an apology along with Megan and Kelly for allowing that to be done on my platform and encouraging it. So I want to apologize.
Well, Astrophiz, I harbor no ill feelings towards you at all. You know that.
I know.
So,
And second of all, well, my mom's not in the car. Terror Junkie, you have something to say about my tooth that my dog knocked out? You're going low for low. You are a fucking cockatoo.
Yeah,
Okay?
that was low
With the
going for
3
people.
hairs.
I don't think he's going to come up. I'm not. He said, "Wait a minute."
well,
Notification.
I want to make some clarification on that. Okay. Hair Junkie was having a phone conversation with Kelly.
Man, we
What
don't
they
give a
talked
shit.
about, what they talked about, don't know, right? All I know is he then called Jana. And on that phone call, when he talked to Jana, he then said some things about Kelly that were not very nice. Okay. I don't want to repeat exactly what was said because honestly, it's mean and it's hateful. But there were things with body shaming, looks, money, being broke, all that stuff. Hair Junkie was called out on it. Well, then when he spoke with Kelly, he told Kelly he was not talking about her. He was actually talking about Astrophiz. But he was speaking on Kelly. But he was trying to get himself out of hot water with Kelly. Then he was trying to say he was actually talking about Astrophiz. That's where that was coming from.
Fizz can fight for herself, but I know this motherfucker did not just say in the comments, "That's not nice, Fizz," after what he said about her. Are you kidding me?
Hair Junkie, stop that. You have wreaked so much havoc on this internet to people that you don't even know.
Real quick before I get off of here, because I'm going to work, to a real job. First and foremost, do I need to release the receipts I have on you? Because I know Mallory's seen them.
I've got the recording.
Correct.
I know everyone else has seen them.
Right.
Your shit was
And
delivered. So stop saying you didn't get your shit.
And don't say that you didn't speak, and don't say that you didn't speak with Kelly because she said she literally, she said my convo with him came
What
first.
receipts? You can release them all. I'm not scared of anyone on this app. You can release everything. Remember, you were on a live
Way that
and
you
someone
talk crap
messaged
about
me
everybody.
saying, "Hey, Fizz is talking about you here, Junkie, saying you owe her money on an invoice."
Yeah, do you not remember that conversation being squashed?
Exactly.
Do I need to show you?
So why are you bringing all this back up
up
again? Because I'll go
You
in. If you
did.
want me to go in, I'll go in.
You did.
If you want me
Just
to
doesn't
go in,
work
I'll
on a
go in.
live.
I'm
But
telling you,
you
I
did
don't feel
finally
well.
go
I've
in.
been
Here,
sick with the flu, but I'm
Hold
telling
the
you, I'll
phone.
go in.
Hold the phone. One at a
Where are you
time,
going in?
please.
You can release,
Hair Junkie, did
and I'll
you
show
just
all my. I'll go live right now and show all my text messages
now, hold
between
on?
you,
Did you not do this to
Jana,
Emily as well? That you had
Shannon,
this
Hold
car?
on. Hold
Megan.
on.
I'll show
Hair junkie.
everything.
Did
So
you
y'all need
not
to
do
stop
this
playing
to
with me.
Emily? Did you not do this to
Mallory and I don't
Emily?
know each other, so she can't say shit about me. No offense, but when she's like, "Oh,
Oh,
you're,"
I can. I got lots of receipts on you, Fizz.
Okay,
Fizz.
You
hold on.
don't like
I
you.
muted his ass. He did this to Emily that he had to go back and redact that, and he had to admit that she actually did send his merchandise to him, and he talked shit about her until she put his ass in his place. Now you did it to Astro Fizz. I mean, come on. You are the problem, hair junkie. You are the problem.
Voice about
You
that shit
had a
with your
phone
phone.
call. We had a phone call that you got pissed all the way off about because it said this call is being recorded.
Emily
I
sent me all
said,
my stuff
I'm
and I
just going
paid
to
for it.
disconnect.
The issue was
I'm
with
just going to disconnect this call because you were scared because you were being
I am not scared of
recorded.
anyone. Let me tell you, the only person I was scared of is my father, and he died when I was 16. So let me make that straight
But you
right now
run
with
from
all of you.
person to person to person to person on this
Okay,
app
I'm going to go
causing
live. I'm going to
trouble.
go live and I'm going to start posting receipts. Thank you.
Post
And
them.
just post them while you're right here.
We're gonna go live instead of addressing what you actually fucking said about her because that was fucked up.
It's like Blue and Moonbeam combined.
I was just gonna say, if he doxes me, there'll be a world of hurt.
Yeah, I mean, is OG gonna fight for him? Like,
No,
no.
he had to go get his mama's sister. That's exactly what he went to go do.
He also forgets the three-way conversation that he had with Jana and I, and said he was actually waiting on a phone call to get it confirmed that OG was a snake and she had red flags. And now all of a sudden, once he had that phone conversation with me and Jana, and my mod Stacky was on a video call, she actually heard the conversation as well. But what I find funny is that he wants to sit there and say he was waiting on receipts to find out if OG was a snake and she was a liar because he kept getting messages that she was. Now he goes over there and he writes hard for her. So if you guys want to see a pattern on that, there is that. And also, before that three-way conversation, he was actually texting Jana, actually trying to talk shit on me, and Jana shut that shit all the way the fuck down. And that's when we got on a three-way phone call. There's that.
And let's all remember that he rides hard for somebody who threatened to take another person's life.
Fizz did put in the comments that when she gets off of work, she'll be addressing this on this account that she's in right now. Because I don't know if she's gonna play what was said about her, but it was fucked up. Like it really
And
was.
if you want Fizz, that way everybody can hear it.
Clam
Oh, that's
juice,
fine.
she will never hold space in my life.
I
Ever.
will send you the screenshots of the conversations and of the purchase delivery receipt because this did happen back in November.
You sent me all the stuff back in November too.
Hair junkie is he's literally owned all of this with every single individual. Sorry, I'm in the spaceship for a moment. But he's owned all of this, apologized to each of these women separately. And then for whatever reason, when you ask him about it, why did you start talking about it again? He's like, I'm gonna go and I never said that and this never happened. But like, hello, lapse in memory. You have already been down this road, but you continue to light these fires yourself. And why you have to go on your own live to get your mama sister to gargle in the background and cheer you on is fucking weird. Because you hate her. And we've got proof that you secretly hate her.
And that is a phone call that I will be more than happy to release to let 634 people hear that he owned his shit after he lied and said that he didn't do it.
Sorry, but y'all can't pretend that that bitch ain't gargling all day every time she talks to you.
And also, hair junkie, next time, don't let your sister come in the box and tell everybody in the chat that I was nothing before I met you. Are you new here? I already had a big enough fucking platform before I ever fucking met you. And you want to talk about snake move? Megan trusted you with a crisis that she was going on in her personal life. She trusted you. Why? I will never fucking know. And you felt the need to go onto your live to talk about some things. And I messaged you and I told you, hey, don't talk about Megan. Nobody needs to know that she's at work. It's nobody's business. You need to quit talking about Megan. And then you literally responded back and you called me all kinds of names. You called me a grimy, dirty bitch. Not once did I ever cuss at you or do anything in a text message. And I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning to the most vile, disgusting text message. But you made sure to take a screenshot of the message that I sent you and you sent it to OG so y'all could go and share it on your live. But remember how you said you like to take things off of the app? There's anything off of the app with you, Hair Junkie, because you want to bring everything on the app because you want the clout and the views. That's why you give everybody your personal phone number.
Not sure why it's not. Oh, there she is. Okay. Ricky.
And I will tell you this, my mod, Stacky, who I have the utmost respect with, the very first time she ever saw Hair Junkie in a box, she messaged me and she says, I have a feeling about him. There's something not right. Shannon, I just have a feeling. And when I tell you that Stacky clocked it since day one, I wish I would have just stuck it with, listened to her in the beginning. But I will say that Stacky called it since day one. She said, I have a feeling he will be nothing but drama for you and a lot of other people on this app. And Stacky clocked it since day one.
I don't care if
If I
OG's here.
Okay,
I
can I
don't
just say
care.
one? I just would like to say one thing. With 600 people, there is Nurse Liz who is in here, who is going to pretend that she is not still with OG. She will always be with OG because she has to hide um things because she is scared. Um, so I would like to make sure that nobody here knows to trust her. Like you do not ever trust her. Ever, ever. We're talking with your messages, with anything. I just want you to know.
Yeah, Nurse
Make sure
Liz,
Also,
that nobody
I
does,
didn't
okay?
I didn't appreciate you lying on me. Like I didn't do nothing to
Becky,
you.
let's make this right. I haven't talked to OG that bitch in a month. I have her blocked. I have her cell phone blocked. I have her blocked on TikTok. I have her blocked on everything. I
Just
walked
like you
away
told
from.
us before. Just like you told us before.
Well, can
But
I
you
ask you
can't
though
say
why?
now that I'm not. You can't say now that I'm with her when I'm not. I'm done with
Don't
her.
trust Nurse Liz, everybody.
Okay, but can I ask you why'd you lie on me though? And say that I had faked that message and your name, that wasn't your name, and you went and actually changed your screen name? Like why'd you lie on me? I didn't do nothing to you. I actually kept your secret for a
Because it's
long period
something
of time
like
until you lied.
Let's show those receipts.
I will have to tell you not on a public forum because of fear of
That's okay.
retaliation.
You can
Because
tell
of
me privately,
fear.
but like that
Wait,
shit was
wait.
shady for me because I kept your secret. I did. But when you came on the live, I was really fucking shocked that you were lying. Like Bernadette, well, Bernadette, as Bernadette does, we know that. But like you made her look like a straight up liar in
Can't
that
say it.
particular
I
situation.
can't say it on here because of fear of retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
But so you made me look like the liar so they can retaliate against me.
And what do you mean I went to Western? What does that mean?
I want to know why she can't say it on here, but she could openly say it on here that that wasn't her.
Right, but I
Because
will say
of
this, you
fear
also
of
sent this to Smash,
retaliation.
right?
Oh, Smash and I have already talked.
But you sent those messages to her, the exact, pretty much the exact same thing, correct?
Back in, I can get an exact date, but it was back like November,
Right,
December.
right, exactly. That's the same time frame. Hmm.
Can we let Fab Five talk? She's been up here several times. She's just not been able to talk.
Oh, yes.
So I'm a he him.
I'm sorry. It's a he. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, Nurse Liz, how can you come on here after you took screenshots of our private conversations off this app and shared them? How I trusted you. I'm telling everybody, 619 people in here, do not trust this girl. Fear of retaliation or not, you do not take somebody's conversations off this app and bring it to somebody so they can bring it to the app.
Correct.
You broke me. You broke my fucking heart. I trusted you.
Facts.
And there was multiple people. Multiple people.
Nurse Liz, you want to respond?
What you did was worse than OG can ever do. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm so sorry, Bobby.
Hang on, I'm at my kid's baseball practice. I'm trying to listen to the coach. Give me 1 second.
No, you.
And if you want, I can turn my camera on and show you that I'm at his baseball practice if you'd like. So give me a second.
No, we don't need to see that, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait for you.
So yes, give me a minute while I listen to the coach.
Hi, Lauren.
And I'm just going to mute just in case so nobody hears my coach talking about kids' names and everything, if that's okay.
You're fine. You're fine. Smashly, nobody's gonna block you. What are you doing wrong?
You're so silly.
I mean,
If you need a volunteer, I'll block you.
there's a there is a reason. So I don't know if we want to put the messages out there. Someone
Are
tell
you
me, or
guys
I can
going to
just
be
say it.
on in 3 minutes? The coach needs to have a meeting with the parents.
We'll be on in 3 minutes. We'll wait for you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
17 hours. What's 3 more minutes?
Yeah. I mean,
I ain't
I've been
waiting.
on the phone.
Is it worth the gum stuck to the bottom of my shoe?
Oh,
But I have a quick question. Why do you guys, just in general, like, for instance, Hair Junkie, he's in his feelings, right? He's upset. So he's going to go on his live and he's going to go show all his texts and all these personal messages that he has had between people. And it's just like, because you can't sit in the box and you can't admit that you've said things about people. And now all of a sudden you're going to go over there and you're going to show screenshot after screenshot. What are you proving? What are you proving is that nobody can trust you with their information. That's all that you're proving, is that nobody's going to be able to trust you with anything they say to you, because if you get in your feelings, you're going to turn on them and you're going to go and do this type of shit.
Rosie, I agree. Fab Five is. So here's what I can let you guys know. So also Liz was chit-chatting with the Bougie as well, especially when we were prepping and doing stuff for court. Okay. Because OG has stuff on Liz, who is a nurse, she is terrified and was willing to do whatever it takes to help OG. And so she was even willing to record like a conversation that we had, like a group, even though it was like, oh, we'll never record, we'll never do this, we never do that, which is like a no-brainer. But as we were just like working through stuff or whatever, she took it upon herself to record that and do stuff. So I did make sure it was known, because I don't fuck around. That is, especially in an entire group in many different states, you can get in some serious trouble, and I don't fuck around. I will take it all away. So she was smart not to have that played, but and OG as well, but then shared all this information of what we were doing and prepping. And what she is afraid of is the fact that when she visited OG in Labor Day weekend, which was a couple days, or that weekend, that OG got some cash from little Gina for a bill that was due. They went shopping, and it's been out there. She went shopping for some recreational things that was needed. She just got a few. Somebody else got $300 worth. The extra money that was left over was a little plaque was purchased as like a thank you gift. But Gina bought her own thank you gift. And so that's what's going on. I don't know how many more times. I would say there's no way it's the first time and only time, but I have no proof because of all the shady shit that had gone on at least since July, I think July. So that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of where we're at. And so this is why I will tell you, do not. And I would say she's not the only one, but I'm not going to put this other person out there. But um I would say do not, no matter what she says or anything. You could take information you want from her, sure. Just so you know, whatever you say, whatever you do will be recorded. And if she can use it against you or to attack, that's what she will do. And there we go. And yes, do we have the screenshots of that? Yes, there's other people that receive screenshots or recordings or no messages, sorry, from Liz as well, admitting to the purchases, things like that.
The proof has been shown a lot too.
Yes, it
It's not
has.
like it hasn't been put up on green screens and stuff. Like, if we need to do a refresher on OG, we can.
Yes. And I want everyone to remember kind of what I will tell you how much damage has been done to people from that group. And the betrayal that Five feels, I want you to know that it's not the only person. We have many people who are broken by the betrayal, very much so. I mean, I don't know if it's a little bit also Liz, maybe you've done a little obstruction of justice, but we're going to just figure that shit out later. But because I'm willing to do it. But uh I want you to know what some people did in this group, all for the sake of OG or just because they again need a fucking rose. They were willing to put Craigslist out and try to find people of it, someone who was in domestic violence situation, put an ad out saying that that person needed a roommate on this victim, and they were willing to do that. And then when they realized that that might be just kind of shitty, they then put out and took, I think, on the mom as well as the daughter. Now, when I say mom, we're talking older mommy and the actual domestic violent victim. Um, what is it? Dating ads on them and put them out
What
there
the
as
fuck?
well. Yeah, they did that as well. Um, Now, can I say that OG knew 100% of that? No. But do I think she kind of did? Sure. Do I think she made that happen? No. But she definitely got her people, like she had the people that thought like her. So that was involved. And that was the same person who OG did contact the abuser because she then ended up not believing the person. I just want you to know that's not the first time either, I am told, but I'm waiting on proof for that. So these are fantastic people that some big creators seem to support. I'm just putting that out there as well. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to try to take down people. I'm saying OG, I should say that. Willing to do whatever it takes to take down people. And that's sad. Or not to get OG in here. Would we not want? I don't give a shit. No, oh God, no.
No, OG has no place in
She
my
has
on
no
my
place.
platform.
No, she doesn't get to have a
She
voice, and
hasn't
she.
even
Oh,
come
Not.
in spaces where half of us are.
Lady Bird, I have no problem speaking on OG without her being here. You're asking me to give her respect. She gets none.
She gets zero.
Zero. When a person has done what she has done, I can't believe you would even want to give her respect. Who are you? Let's check into you. Okay, we take a little note of that. Because
Can
you're
we
not
get
listening.
5 Is he in here? You can truly sound. You can hear the hurt in his voice, and I would really like to give him a space.
Mash, I am so done with the people getting hurt. You know what I mean? I'm tired. She's hurt too many people.
So can everybody just mute and please let them have a discussion, and then everybody else can join in. My
Yeah.
husband's got the damn leaf blower
Yeah.
on the porch.
And if
Let
I
me
can just
eat.
say one thing too, I just want you guys to know she's done nothing to me. And so what I feel is that I feel from these people, from all the people that I've talked to, and it's taken a long time. And it's shocking. And so understand, nothing has been done to me. So if you hear me get emotional, you hear whatever, that's coming from the other individuals. So please understand, I have not been targeted. Nothing has happened to me. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that I am more just of a messenger, and pretty, that's really it. I just want to make sure everybody knows.
I don't even know what
Go
to
ahead,
say.
Fat.
I really don't. Nurse Liz, nobody wanted you to come to our group. Nobody trusted you. And I fought for you because from day one, and this isn't even about OG, okay? From day one, I brought you in. It was more than just this app. And to try to protect yourself, so you say, by throwing your friends into drama for it to be brought back to this app is insane to me. How do you have any friends at all outside of this app?
I'm curious as to why it is being brought around the app that I recorded all my phone calls with you guys when I don't do that shit. I don't do voice recordings. I don't save receipts. So when I hear that
Don't answer my question with a question. Okay? I want to know why you betrayed our friendship.
Because I felt betrayed when you all dropped me because I had reached out to what's her face, Bougie, saying I'm throwing in the white flag. I'm done with all this shit. Y'all dropped me after that, and then I reached out to OG and said, hey.
You know, she lives right down the street from me.
And then I messaged OG and said, I'm done. I'm waving the white flag. I'm no longer going to talk on you guys. And then guess what?
You took our conversation and you ran it to her. That's what you did. You took conversation from us and ran it to her. It wasn't you, then then who was it?
I went to OG saying I'm waving the white flag. I'm no longer going to talk about you. I'm done with it. Let's just amicably walk away. And what do I know? The next thing I know, you all 5 dropped me. Like I was like that. And Mittens felt the same way. Mittens, I both felt like you guys used us because as soon as you guys found out that we had talked to OG, we were fucking dropped like that.
Used you for what?
I know you're fucking lying.
No, you told me, you messaged me and you said, Bobby, you and I are the only two that have something to worry about because we have jobs. All the other girls don't have jobs. They sit at home and do nothing. That's because we have jobs. All the other girls don't have jobs. They sit at home and do nothing. That's what you told me.
Yes.
You said you were in fear of your job because OG was going to call your job.
And that's why I messaged OG.
I don't like talking about OG because she's not here. But that's what you told me, Liz. And next thing you know, you are gone and you're running stories to her. Our personal... Okay, we all have separate fucking messages outside of TikTok. We're all going to kiki and talk shit. But to take our conversation, that's my thing. You took our conversation to her. Don't say you didn't.
I did because I was fucking hurt because I thought we were all friends and all of a sudden I was dropped like nothing. None of y'all wanted anything to do with me. No one would invite me in.
True. That's not true.
Oh, really? Because I knew there was
I was there with you from day one.
I knew there was a Snapchat going on. No one invited me to the goddamn Snapchat.
Because they didn't trust you. And now you know why. I fought for you. I fought for you till the end. Till I actually blocked you. I fought for you. You're not a good friend. I don't care what you say. For anybody on this app to trust you would be crazy. I'm letting you guys know that right now. I let her into my heart. We talked about personal things, and she fucking betrayed it. I don't care if she would have took it to the Pope. You betrayed it. That's not what friends do.
Yeah, and friends don't fucking drop someone because I talked to Bougie, like all y'all motherfuckers did.
She lives. What part of don't you get? She lives
I
down the
get
street
that, but
from
all
me.
I fucking did was
Look at what
tell
she's done to
Bougie.
everybody on this app. And I told you I was scared because I don't know if she's looked me up. And she literally is right down the street from me.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I mean, she's hurt multiple different people. And it's not just this side of TikTok. It's on different groups of different parts of TikTok. Just saying.
Me?
I didn't say you. I was talking about Bougie.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know you, so I can't put 2 cents in that. I'm talking about someone that's the common denominator here, who is part of the problem. Just saying.
In this intermission, Smashly. I know you saw my message, girl. Record that shit.
Nurse Liz, is it? I don't know you either, but I feel like it would probably be a start to maybe apologize to Bobby for the wrong things you did to him.
I truly am sorry, Bobby, but I was hurting because you guys dropped me like I was nothing. Even before Gina went to her second court case, I gave you guys no reasons not to trust me. And it fucking hurt. And then I lost my cousin.
Stop saying you guys. Stop saying you guys because I didn't. This isn't about the group. This is about me and you. So don't say you guys.
I wish I could bring up the message, but I deleted it. But when I said, hey, what's going on? Why aren't I invited in this? And all you said, I can't talk about it. You couldn't even tell me, hey, how was your day? How was this? How was that?
Because
Nothing.
it was about the court date. I told you. Tell all the girls how you are feeling. Message them. I said message them one by one. I'm not going to speak for everybody else. I'm going to speak for myself. And I told you they feel a certain way. So you need to message them and ask them what's going on. Now, if they didn't respond, that's up to them. They have that right. This isn't about them. This is about me and you. What you did to me is wrong. You slapped me in the fucking face.
And I am
Can you
sorry for that.
see that maybe, even though you say you went to OG waving the white flag, can you see how that can be viewed as you probably were talking to her the whole time and playing in their face? So I would clam up too and not want to interact with you. And Bougie was on, I hate the words back end, but she was on the back end making it seem like you was flip-flopping and wishy-washy.
I don't have the messages because they are on my iPad, but I messaged her from an account she doesn't know of. All I stated was, I am waving my white flag. I am done with this. This has gone on way too far. And then I went back to blocking her.
But she knew it was you.
Because I told her it was me.
Right at that moment, when she got that message right then and there during that live, which I was there watching, she got that message from you and she knew immediately it was from you.
She wasn't live when I messaged her.
She was live in okay, fine. So she wasn't live, but she did go, oh, I got a message from someone wanting to wave a white flag. I knew it was you immediately. It's not a shocker.
But I also heard that she heard that. I've heard two different stories on that.
I have the whole recording.
Of course you do, because all you guys do is record shit.
We're getting ready for court because we don't play around.
I mean, people, as someone that's on the receiving end of one of her threats of how she wants to choke me to death, excuse me, tap tap, I have tons of recordings on her as well because she does this shit.
So there's reasons why people have been recording the fuck shit that this lady says and does, because she likes to throw around shit like that. She likes to do things in people's personal lives and hang it over their heads. So people are uncomfortable being on the app when they come on the app to just chill and mingle with other people when there's someone on the other side that's playing these reckless ass games.
I'll
And I
come
do
down so
have
somebody else people can come because I see some other people wanting to come up.
I do
Yeah, we
have
need to.
I do have a text thread of OG admitting that she uses other people to do her dirty work looking stuff up. So if anybody wants that, I can send them your way.
Well, that would
But
probably be her buddy Bougie.
what's that?
I said that would probably be her buddy Bougie.
No, she was looking up. First, she sent information to Fab51 to look me up. And then it was. She had sent the message, I believe, to Fab51 again to look up information on somebody else. And I have those text threads.
Why would you be afraid of retaliation from her? I know she's done some fucked up shit, but why would you be afraid of, like, would you be afraid of retaliation on the app, or would you be afraid of retaliation in real life?
Retaliation in real life because she knows where I work. I don't know how she found out where I work, but she knows where I work. So there are things that I'm willing to message people, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Okay, I mean, I can understand that. I can respect that.
I mean, I get it. We've had this conversation kind of, Nurse Liz, so
Yeah.
I get it. But like I would like for you to understand, and I'm gonna let Roxy's mom speak. I would like for you to understand why people, even myself, are like, what the fuck are you doing? Because you knew way back when that you needed to protect yourself. Fuck everybody else. You knew you needed to protect yourself. So why did you even want to make nice, play nice in the sand, or what the fuck ever you may want to call it, and throw these people who have been very kind, very supportive, and are going through worse than you under the bus? Because you did take their very personal, and I don't even know what it says. I just know that you did this. You took their very private, emotional conversations and you gave them to the person that is essentially abusing them. Let's just be real. What she does is a form of abuse. And you gave it to her and let her play with it. I personally don't understand why you would do that.
Ability for this shit she says. Like, she literally has mapped out how far Rissa and my houses are from her.
You're breaking up now. Mal, we can't hear you, babe.
I want to say, and like I said, I've not ever had conversations with OG. I've never. The only time I've gotten involved was when she wanted me to record a call that I'm thankful I did record. And I had one conversation with her. But for anybody to give that I'm a bully and I'm going to come find you vibes to anybody on this app, I think is a weak ass bitch. And if that's what you want everybody to think, that you're a hard ass and that you got all this backing and all this stuff, then bust a move. I mean, you are scared, you are weak, and you're not shit to me in my book if you've got to be on social media and try to play this mob boss. Because frankly, OG, to me, you ain't shit. And nobody should be afraid of you. And nobody should be scared to speak out against you, because it was a proven fact of all the things you did to people that were disgusting. You are all bark. You are no bite. And if you want to come for somebody, come for me. Because I will stand toe to toe with you any day of the week. You want to scare people. You don't want people to come for you. OG, you have a history that has been proven in documents, been proven on every app, every platform on this app, of what a scammer you are. But yet you want to try to tell your truth, and you want to try to, I want everybody to hear my side, when it's just that. It's words. You have no facts. Nothing. And you want everyone to be afraid of you. Why? Nobody's afraid of you. You bark, bark, bark. You want to sit and take all this time and map out people's addresses and see how long it takes to get to their house and blah, 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 blah. OG, what are you going to do? Because if I am correct, aren't you on like some kind of disability or something to that nature? Girl, sit down. That would be like me at 46 years old saying, oh, I'm going to come beat you up. I'm sorry, but I'm old, and those falls hurt a little bit more when we get older. So stop trying to put fear in people and say that you're going to do all this stuff and you're going to contact other people's jobs. Because frankly, if Nurse Liz is a nurse, there are hundreds of jobs that girl can get. So if you call one job, there's a shortage of nurses. She can get a job anywhere. And you should not be afraid to speak out on somebody that has done so many people wrong and ran a fucking muck until she got every single dime out of everybody that she could get. And then she wanted to play victim. She met up with Bougie. She did all this stuff to turn out that both of them are disgusting, vile human beings. Did I play a role in that muck? Yes, I did. And I owned it. I've apologized, and I've made my peace. But you should never, ever, ever let anybody think. You should never be afraid of anybody to be heard. Period. I had no idea Bougie was involved in all this shit until y'all just said something about it. It is sad that people want to act the way they do. And I've beat myself up for even partaking in some of this dumb shit. But I've learned from it, and I've grown from it, and I've moved past it. But if you could mend a relationship with a good friend that had your back, that, did anything for you, as the sound in 5-5's voice, I mean, he's like truly devastated over the relationship that you two had, I would turn my back in a heartbeat to have that kind of friendship again. So I hope you take what I say to you, because I don't know you. This is the first time I've ever met you. I would hope that you just take that advice and don't ever be afraid of anybody on this app or in real life, because there's a special place in hell for people like OG, and that's just what I wanted to say.
Thank you. I will take that to heart. I only have a couple minutes left because baseball practice is ending soon.
Can I ask one question now? Why again are you willing to go up against her? Like you said you were before, and then you became scared again, and that's one reason
I
why you didn't.
honestly, sorry
Why?
to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Honestly, I don't want to go against her anymore. I am so done with this shit. I've been staying on the book talk side of TikTok. Really, the only lives I go into and jump in a box is my stepsister's box, because we're in a book club, so we talk about the current book of the month. That's it. That's the only time I get on TikTok. I want nothing to do with her. That's why she's blocked. I don't want to even go against her. I want none of the drama anymore, because that's all it is. It's drama. And if there's a way for me, if you want these receipts, if I still have them, give me somewhere to send them. That's the only reason I didn't send them beforehand, was because everyone had me blocked and I had no way to get them to anybody.
Well, why did we have you blocked, Nurse Liz? Valid question. Why did we have you blocked?
Because none of y'all trusted me for some odd reason.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So, how would you feel if you were in Gina's shoes? How would you feel? Gina has been through hell, drug through hell. Bobby stuck up for you and went to bat for you and asked, please, she's changed, this, that, and the other. And then we allow you in to our lives. We just said, you know what? Okay, Bobby, no problem. The very night Gina is on the phone with us and finds out that her daughter-in-law is no longer here, you were in that phone call. The very next day, who is live talking about Gina's daughter-in-law not being here with us anymore? Now, nobody in that phone call speaks to her. Nobody. It's not a coincidence that that information that Gina asked everyone to keep confidential just wiggled its way all the way over to OG. Now is it?
I knew nothing about that, and I didn't find out that her daughter-in-law passed, and it was like
Liz, you were in the call. You're in the call with us.
It was another call, because I remember saying, wait a minute, who died? Because you guys were talking about it, and I didn't know anything about it until I asked, what's going on? Who died?
Okay.
How did that even get brought to the app? Because that's so...
Nurse Liz ran back and told OG. That's how it got to the app.
That's so personal. Why?
Okay, that's how it got brought to the app.
I wasn't even fucking talking to OG.
Nurse Liz, not to mention, don't you feel it's very strange that all of us are close with Gina, been with her since October. You come in and say, Gina, can I go to the court case just to support you so I can fly out there? I have friends that live in Colorado and I'll stay with them, but I just want to support you. Why? What do you need to? None of us were able to go. All of a sudden, you wanted to fly out to support Gina?
Dude, that was weird.
Not to mention the stuff that we were helping Gina with her court case, somehow again wiggled its way over to OG. Not to mention how many times we would sit in calls, hours and hours on the phone, and you would sit in silence. Moving like a mole rat underground. You sit here and you act like the victim. You sit here and tell Bobby, oh, I know, because you guys didn't trust me. Would you trust you?
I did not.
You have Gina fighting for her life on this app.
to prove her innocence. People coming at her, calling her a fucking liar every fucking day, saying, oh, she's a scammer. She scammed OG. She's a fucking liar. She didn't do anything. Gina got threatened. Her life threatened. Threatened. And everybody's sitting back pointing fingers at Gina. She made up the lies. She's telling the stories. She's the one that, OG's the victim because Gina's doing all of this to her. Put yourself in Gina's shoes, Liz. Not to mention, you got in a call with us one night and told us you've been talking to Bougie since October.
Which I have been.
So why would we trust you?
Because I then told you guys that I had
Think about it. Would I trust you anymore after that? No, because if you're sitting back and you're talking to Bougie, you're running and she's telling you, oh, tell your son happy birthday. How was the birthday party? You are more than just TikTok friends. You are talking on the side to her. So why should we trust you with anything? We trusted you at many points until we found out you are a snake. And anybody that believes her or believes her stories can have her. Have her. But don't you sit back and point your finger at us and say, we did this to you and we did that, because you know what? You did it to us.
So
Sitting back.
Can somebody get Gina? Is Gina
available? Can I speak for a minute? Because I have to get off soon because my son's getting his baseball stuff together now.
Yes, go ahead.
So, Roxy's mom. So, I would talk to Bougie since October. We would talk about our personal lives. And then when you guys said, oh, if you're talking to Bougie, we can't trust you. You know who that sounds like? That sounds a lot like what OG would say. If you're going to sit with me, you can't talk to that person.
We never told you you can't sit with Bougie. But what we did say is we don't trust Bougie, and you're riding with Bougie. Why should we trust Bougie?
And then I
Look at what Bougie's done. Look at what Bougie's done.
I told you guys that I fucking blocked her.
Bullshit.
And wasn't talking to her anymore.
Bullshit.
And I still have her fucking blocked on everything.
Bullshit.
Let me say something real quick. We did not tell you we did not say, hey, if you're talking to Bougie, we're not going to talk to you anymore.
Never
said that. Said was I heard the recording of that court case and seen where it was and realized that she lived right down the street from me, and knowing what she has done to people on this app, I don't even know if she's looked me up. And I said, so I'm scared to death. I told you I was scared. And you continue to talk to her. That's why.
No, after you said that, Bobby, I stopped talking to her. And I immediately blocked her. And I told you that.
You didn't tell us that you had been talking to her till after the fact. Till way after I told you what was going on with that court case and how she lived down the street.
And then
you didn't say, oh my God,
and then
Bobby,
I
I'm
blocked
sorry.
her.
I've been talking to her. I didn't realize this. No, you didn't. You kept it quiet.
No, I didn't. I fucking blocked her. She's been blocked in my phone. I have not talked to her since whenever you found out that she lived near you. I have not fucking talked to her. And I swear on my goddamn grandparents' urns, I have not fucking talked to her. And if anyone's wondering, it's my kid's baseball practice. It's not a fucking game. So I don't need to watch the practice.
Liz, you just need to take accountability, because all of us, after Bobby kept saying, you know what? No, please, this, that. I'm sorry, but it's not a coincidence that OG got 90% of the shit that we talked about. Not a coincidence.
But I will gladly, if anyone has an iPhone, I will gladly video chat with you and do what OG does and show you my phone. I got nothing to hide, baby. I don't have secret apps like OG does. Nothing.
Let me ask you this. The only two people ran during all this. You and Mittens. If you're saying you didn't do it, does that mean that are you saying that Sarah did it? Or Mittens did it?
She has asked me in a text message. She just texted me not to bring her name in it since she is not in this live.
Well, I'm asking you right now.
Well, that's funny because she was here a few minutes ago, but that's okay. That's okay too.
I mean, We all talk in our private phone calls. We talk shit on people. That's normal. But I'll tell you what. I've never taken screenshots of anybody's phone calls that I've had with them or anything like that, and took it to this app to try to run with it.
Yeah, and then
You know what? There's a special place
somebody
in hell
was
for you
saying
there.
I was taking screenshots in the Snapchat,
You were.
which the only 2 screenshots I fucking took, because I proved them, was one is the one someone was watching a candy bar, something about a candy bar, and I screenshotted the screen with the candy bar in it so I could look up the name of the chocolate so I could buy it. And the second screenshot was when we were all doing the funny filters on our face. And I screenshotted that. Those are the only
Do
two fucking
you
screenshots
realize
I took.
when you snap pictures in Snapchat that it actually says Nurse Liz took a picture of
Yes.
the shot? Okay, so there were much more than that. Also, before you left the chat, you deleted every single thing you ever put in there about
Because
OG.
that's what I was told to do.
Oh, by who? By who?
I will have
The Pope told you to delete everything?
let me pull
Come
up.
on, let's be real. Let's be real. You know what you did, and
Can
you don't want
give
to
me
own up to it.
Can you give me a second to pull up the messages on who told me to go ahead and delete everything in there that we have posted? Would you like me to? Because
Sure,
it'll
go
take
right
me
ahead.
a second.
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay.
Y'all see who she is, and I'm sorry, but I will go to my grave knowing who she is and what she does to people. If you think she is not riding with OG anymore, you guys are being fooled.
It's sick that she's sitting there and she's saying she didn't take these share our screenshots or share our messages, yet she wants to share messages with anybody who reaches out to her of OG telling Fab1 to look up stuff. So if you're gonna share one fucking message from somebody, you're gonna share them all, and you know it's freaking disgusting.
Mittens, I see you saying here you didn't take any recordings or whatever. I do recall shortly after is that you didn't provide any because OG said she already had them.
Correct.
And don't forget, she deleted stuff out of our Snapchat.
Both of them did.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them did.
Oh,
And
what
and,
about
and the fact that
Nurse Liz begging to get back into a messenger chat? She had to get back into a messenger chat.
I remember that.
Why?
Yes. Why did you? She was gone from the chat that very day. Here it is. Hey, can you guys add me? Hey, is there a different chat? Hey, why do you need to beg to get in somewhere? Because why? You're trying to get info for people. And let me tell you something. We never trusted her ever. And I'm sorry to say it, we never did. Bobby did. Bobby most definitely trusted her. Bobby rode hard for her.
I fought for her from day one.
Okay, so for her to even not apologize to Bobby, the one that rode and had her back, is unbelievable.
Yep.
You know, and I want everyone to sit back and put yourselves in Gina's shoes. Would you trust this person after knowing that hey, I'm waving the white flag, and then come to find out she's sitting in boxes with OG? And OG saying, yeah, we're not friends, but we're cordial now. Would you trust her?
I honestly, no. I wouldn't.
And then after
I'm
court,
sorry.
somebody just starts chit-chatting, and never helping get
Wait.
Gina in place as well. Just somebody
So
who's in the
OG
chat.
on her live, I can't remember if it was this past week or last week. She said on her live talking about Liz keeps messaging me to reconcile our friendship, and that will never happen.
Exactly. She did.
But she doesn't talk to her. And do you remember we were warned?
That can't be
ahead
me
of
because
time?
I have not texted her since I blocked her.
Okay.
Unless she means Liz. L-Y-S-S.
You said Nurse Liz.
So you can show what you have.
Can I just say something really quick so I can jump down?
Yes, ma'am.
Stephanie, thank you for hosting this live. It's gotten me all the way from Arizona to California, girl.
Well,
And
good.
I actually
I'm glad.
originally came up to ask Shannon a question, but I saw that she dropped out of the box. But I did want to say this to Nurse Liz. I'm a nobody on this app. I kind of just trinkle around and kind of go everywhere and have friends that I hop in their lives and support. And I know all about you, girl. I know everything you've bought. Let's just say that. I know. I'll just say I know everything about you. And as a fellow nurse, if you can't be trusted with information that your friends give you, I find it really hard to believe that you would be a trusted nurse with HIPAA information for somebody you don't even know. And I'll just leave it at that. And it's really unfortunate that Stephanie had to ask you to apologize to Fab Five. Hi, Fab Five, by the way. It's very unfortunate that didn't just come out of your mouth naturally. That it had to be asked for. And I'm sorry, Fab Five. I wouldn't accept that kind of apology because if you have to ask for it, it's not a genuine one.
It wouldn't be.
Have a great day, everybody. I'm in California now.
Welcome to
tried.
Cali.
I've been kind of. I move around a lot. I stay in the chat most of the time. If I get up into a box, it's for a reason. I don't lie, but I'm going to stand on truth. And I have. Most of us already have an issue of trust issues. So for me to trust somebody and let them in our group, and for them to do what they did, I might forget. I might forgive, but I'll never forget.
I gotta go take my son home. I'll be back in a little bit. Can you give me 5 minutes?
Real quick,
Okay.
Moonflower. I think OG recently turned on Ghost
Hey,
Soldier.
Mallory, you're breaking up.
Your
What's
signal's
going on?
really
Shit.
bad, Mal.
Signal again?
I
Yeah.
think you have too many coins.
Well,
TV,
I
can
wasn't
you
trying to
check
be
that?
rude. I was just trying to ask because I'm pretty sure I seen
Right.
Ghost Soldier
Mhm.
with
You are
her.
you are correct.
Okay,
You are correct.
so I'm just wondering if he's here as a friend or is there an issue? That's all I'm asking. I wasn't trying to be rude, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I read it as you not being rude. I mean, I, I I'm just sorry. Ghost, I don't trust anyone that's over in there. I'm just so sorry. Um, I know there were issues and stuff, so I can't really. You're here as you. I know. Um, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm saying he could chit chat, but I wouldn't share
It's
information
mad
with him.
strange because you was
Sorry,
literally with
I
her
was
and that
I
other
was
guy hosting these weird lives about literally all of us in here spewing bullshit. So it's kind of hard for people to be like, "Hey, welcome in the chat."
I was
Oh,
just
okay,
trying
he's
to
You
say
heard line,
sorry.
yeah, we got you.
OG turned on him last week and was saying that he got money from her and like throwing him
And
under a
from
bus.
Snow.
So yeah,
Yeah, and
and
from
from
Snow.
Snow.
But
So
Okay,
I
at the
just didn't
same
know that happened.
time, not to jump
I
over you,
wasn't I
Moonflower.
wasn't trying to be rude. I was just
No,
asking.
I
You
was just
you
letting
weren't,
you
but
know.
at the same time, I'm like Mallory. She did flip on him, but remember how we were all introduced to
No,
Ghost
I know.
Soldier was her
Yes.
bashing him in the DV situation, and then he went back over there to her.
No, I
So
know. I
it's
was just
giving
providing
Liz,
context to the
it's giving Liz
situation.
hair junkie to me.
Yeah,
So
I was just
so
saying that I
so
know that was
OG's
Liz.
in here, guys.
Yep, OG's in here and a sneaky.
She
Hey,
got
everybody,
his
wave
Hello.
and say hello.
she got his
Hello.
continued
Hey,
earlier.
hey. No, one thing I want
He's
to say,
heard
OG, duh.
everything
Do
that
I
I
really
said.
think you, sorry, OG, do I really think you would use the cash left over from your shopping spree to buy the plaque? No, of course you use a credit card. Duh. I mean, that's kind of, duh, you need the cash. I get that. But what I'm just saying, I'm kind of going with the whole balance, being responsible. That's basically what it was really for. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I know you'd rather go in debt than pay for cash or pay in full for things.
I mean,
Because let's just remember how we almost made 6 grand and we're going to throw it back into an app. Makes no sense, everybody.
Lord have
I want to know who that
I
money
mean,
went to,
remember when
everybody.
she had the 4 bank accounts?
Mm-hmm.
4
For
jobs and 4 bank
mm-hmm.
accounts, and
Hold on, I'm gonna
she
wipe
could
my
wipe
ass
her
with some
ass for
money. Mm-hmm.
$550.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just wipe my ass. I'm gonna ask my children if they have the
Give me that
dollars.
$550 I can wipe my ass with.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I wanted to say that Mittens can't say don't speak on me when I'm not there when she sits with people and has had her own lives before speaking on people that aren't there. So you can't,
Sorry.
it's not
Right
the, nope, no
here.
double standard.
Like you're sitting
Can
right
you big
here,
can you big
Mittens.
box me, please?
Yes.
And then let me figure out how to do the screen stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to. Oh wait, no, I don't know how to do video. I don't know how people do video on this thing. I barely do photos.
How do I green screen?
Mm.
So hit, Lord, let me walk through it.
Oh wait,
Hit,
I think it's turn my camera on.
and it's like the green arrow pointing down.
Um,
It's like a little
I
little
don't
round icon, and it's got a green screen, and then it's got like an arrow pointing down.
I don't see that. Wait. Okay,
OG, you're a
nope,
really bad
that's not
troll,
right.
just so you know.
I
And
don't. Is it enhance? Is it under effects? I've never green screened before.
okay,
You
so
go to camera, right?
effects,
Okay, camera, effects,
trending.
trending.
And do you see that little square green, and it's got like a picture with a arrow pointing down?
I don't have that.
So
Okay.
when you're a guest,
Scroll
you have to scroll all the way down to the end, and there will be a little arrow that you click to get more. And then once you get that, you'll go to green screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The
Go to effects.
host and guest view it differently.
Okay.
So she'll have a list of things that auto recommends her. You scroll all the way to the end and you click the little up arrow.
Click the little up arrow. Oh, okay. I think I found it.
And then once you click that, it should give you the options. Yep.
Okay. And then how do I
Flip your camera.
put a picture up?
You need to flip your camera.
It
Flip
should
my.
have given you the option, like when you
Oh,
put the
there
green
it
screen
is.
up.
The arrows.
Okay. So
Flip your camera.
the top one, that is the Snapchat group. The blue is me. I can't read it from here what it says.
Let me see if
And
I can
then
change.
it says peanut butter. So I'm trying to hide my head.
Exactly what we thought.
Peanut butter. I can't read it.
What we thought.
Oh. Peanut butter is the one that said to go in and delete everything. So there. That is why, Roxy, why I went and deleted everything in Snapchat was because I was told to.
Exactly what we thought.
What does that mean?
And you couldn't just come to us and say, this is what's going on. Me and Mittens are talking on the back end, and she's told me to delete everything out of here. So
This is a group chat with everybody. This wasn't just
Peanut butter
between
is
me and
Mittens.
Peanut Butter. This was a group. This was in a group chat. So this wasn't behind the scenes of just me and Mittens. This was in a group chat.
I didn't say that. I said you couldn't come to us and say, I was told to delete everything out of the chat by Mittens.
This was when Mittens' phone got hacked.
Okay.
So that is why
Funny
I
that
did
all of us were in the chat. Dizzy, Bobby, remind me if I'm wrong. Did any of us delete anything out of there?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. So if we
This is the
didn't,
thing. If you speak on truth, if you're telling the truth, there's no reason to delete shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
No, you're
stuff,
right.
but there's no reason to delete stuff. If it's truth, whether it makes me look good, me look bad, if it's truth, there's no reason to delete anything.
I just assumed that's what we were all doing because that's what Mittens had posted in the group chat with me, you, and the other Fabs. It wasn't just on the back end between me and Mittens. It was a group chat with me, Mittens, and all of the Fabs. So this wasn't back end shit. So I was doing that because I thought that's what everybody was doing. So that's what I'm guilty of, is following what was told and assuming everybody else was doing it.
If that was in a group chat, I don't remember that message ever coming through.
I don't either, but you know what?
You weren't in the group chat, Roxy.
Okay,
Roxy's
I
mom.
removed myself. Dizzy removed herself. A few others removed herself as soon as we found out Mittens and Dizzy and Mama had been hacked. So we may or may not, I'm not going to say for sure, we already may have removed ourselves. And that's why we didn't see it. However, again, I, myself, Fab Five, Dizzy, Gina, the other people in that group did not delete anything out of that except you and Mittens.
Because that is what was told in the group chat between me, Mittens, and the Fab Five. Judy, you were not part of this group chat. So that's why none of you saw that. I was going off of what was said in that group chat, and I assumed everybody else was doing it. And Bobby, if there's a way for me to get you a screenshot of it,
I don't want to see screenshots. That's what I'm getting at.
To show that it was part of the. To show that it was part of.
I don't want it. I don't want it because the damage has been done.
And Walla Walla, I'm not messaging you, so I don't know where that has come from. I want nothing to do with you, Walla Walla. So I was just coming on to show you of why I deleted things in Snapchat, because it was put in a group chat to go in and to delete everything. So I figured since it was in a group chat with 7 of us, that that's what we were doing. Actually, MYT, my twin, my son's at home in the bed and getting in the shower.
Don't bring up kids. Don't talk about kids. That shit's gone too far too. People need to shut the up about bringing up kids. I don't care about any of it. That wasn't directed toward you, Liz.
Can I ask a question, Nurse Liz? When we called out the asterisks in your name, why were you so quick to
That
remove
is something
it and
I
try
have asked
to give
you
OG
to
that
message me
leverage?
in private.
She's referring to me.
I would like to know. It was done in public. OG. Oh, okay. I would like to know why, because OG definitely tried to throw that shit in people's face and say we were liars for that, and that was a very public accusation when we didn't lie about it.
Because there is, I don't want to get retaliation against someone, so please message me.
Just by saying you don't want to get retaliation could bring retaliation. So just spill it.
The sneaky stuff we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking
because
about.
Because OG fucking asked me to do it. And if she's window licking, she's going to hear this. And I don't want to take any chances.
Block her.
That's what I'm doing right now. She's talking shit.
OG is all...
She's already going to do what she's going to do to you,
already
whether
blocked.
or not
I
you own
her
up
over
to
a
the
month
asterisks.
Don't worry about her. Don't worry about her. If she's blocked on all your stuff, why worry about her?
I don't know why everybody is so afraid of this person.
Because not just her, but the people that sit with her still. She has said something on the app, which was a lie about me, that could cost me my nursing license. And that's originally why I reached out to her
it can't. I've told you this, and anybody that holds a nursing license knows.
There was something.
Anybody could file a report with the state. The state will automatically yank your license away. They will investigate the situation first. And if you didn't do anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about.
Because there's something else, Bobby, that she is spreading about me. that I'm not comfortable sharing and here in front of 489 people.
Is it true though?
It is not true.
Okay, so you as a nurse know that you go through OG sanctions every year. So everybody looks at your stuff every year. Unless you have done physical harm to a patient, you have violated some kind of HIPAA, or you have done some notorious shit. That's the only way that your license can be taken away from you. And Fat Five is correct. They will investigate you, and that will be put on that sanctions list.
I understand that, but unfortunately, okay, so a little backstory first. I got hurt at work. Workers' comp would not cover. I ended up having to sue my place of employment. It is a right to work state. Even if it's just rumors, which it is, they could still find reason to say, hey, we no longer want you here.
Honey, they can do that in any state. 49 of the 50 states are at-will states.
I know.
So,
And you didn't worry. You didn't worry about your license when you were going on here with OG, talking the way you talked. You didn't care about retaliation then. You didn't care when you stood up and said things against people. But now all of a sudden you can't speak when you've had no trouble speaking in the past or worrying about your license.
it would be something, and OG is full of shit, and I will tell her to her face. She said her license expired 10 years or whatever she said. Okay, you'll always be a nurse forever, the rest of your life. But to be a certified nurse with a license, you have to have a license. And if you have gone 10 years without a license, baby, you got to go back and redo everything. So she's over here spewing her bullshit now that I'm listening to. All she's trying to do is scare people.
Yep. I'm gonna get off.
To me, like she has scared you to death. She's. It just don't make it. This doesn't make any sense to me to be so afraid of a woman who is not gonna do a fucking thing to you. You
Okay, but
stand
here's
up.
the thing. I will give some credibility to the fact that we have watched OG present things before as fact, where, and I, this is where I'm trying to give a little bit of grace so that people can understand. We do know that OG has pretended to be other people before to create receipts. So I understand, Nurse Liz, where you're coming from a little bit. But at the end of the day, as long as you continue giving this woman power over you, she's going to continue holding it. And there's been a lot of wrongs done to a lot of people.
Shut it.
So maybe at the end of the day, you need to step up and you need to take accountability for some of the things that you've done and reach out to the nursing board or whatever and say, look, here's the fucking situation. This lady's going around the internet saying this shit. If it gets back to you, I just want you to know.
I have already reached out to Human Resources, so they are well aware.
I have a couple questions for Liz real quick. So back to the group chat thing, because I kind of noticed something when you were talking about it and it didn't really make sense to me. So you said you deleted everything because Mittens was hacked, right?
Yes.
This group chat was on Snapchat, correct?
No.
Where was this group chat on? Facebook?
Facebook.
So Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, you can remove people from groups. So I'm a little confused there.
I was watching from the outside.
I'm confused why her hacked account wasn't removed and why the option was just, well, delete everything. Just delete everything.
I'm at this.
I don't know. And I was just going off of what was put in the group chat, and I assumed that everybody that was in the Facebook group chat was doing the same thing.
But so if Mittens came to you and told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
No.
So I mean, to me that just it doesn't make sense. I just wanted to point out that inconsistency because it doesn't make any sense at all, honestly.
It's
Nurse Liz, did you reach out to OG via phone not too long ago, trying to make amends with her, like within the last few weeks?
it's been a month, been over a month.
He just said you did a couple of weeks ago that you
Yeah.
continuously text her and tried to make up with her, and she said that'll never happen.
Nope. I will gladly show my phone, whoever wants to, but no, I have not texted her or called her or anything or messaged her on TikTok in over a month.
Liz, what about the account with the pills in her purse?
Bougie, just come in on your fucking main like a goddamn adult.
I saw that account and I brought that to Mitten's attention.
You brought what to Mitten's attention?
So somebody I was watching
It's either you or Mittens. That's the bottom line. It's either you or Mittens brought that photo to her attention and thought it was cute, or you brought it to someone's attention within the group of their group, not ours, and brought that to the attention of them. Because, and you were there, just so you know, you were there with them.
I was window watching, and then OG said something about OG's pills or something like that of an account name with a picture of her bag with the pills. And I went to Mittens and say, hey, who else in the Snapchat had that picture? Because somebody just came into the live with OG's pills or something along that line.
Okay,
With
so
a
it was
picture
you
of
or
a purse.
Mittens. That's it. Just so you know, it was either you or Mittens. I'm not surprised. That's okay.
Well, it wasn't me.
Hold on.
And I will swear on my grandparents' urns and my kids, I did not do that.
And then you messaged me. If it was a while ago, it was literally my fucking birthday.
Give a shit about your birthday.
Did you reach out to her on her birthday?
What day is her birthday? That would be
I don't know.
I believe that
It's February 28th or something.
I think she's talking about Mittens. Because Mittens reached out to her on her birthday or the day, whatever, wished her happy birthday and said, I don't want any more drama. Let's just stop this. I won't talk about you if you don't talk about me.
Mittens, all I'm saying is you better not be hurting someone who I adore dearly. You better not be hurting her because I know you've been lying to her. I know it. I'm so
Girl,
pissed.
you need to sit down and be quiet. Period.
But Shell and Snow, I'll ask both y'all because you guys were in fucking loyalty. When did I ask y'all to do anything for me?
Never.
See, she's deflecting. This is deflection.
Yep.
This is deflection. I never asked anybody to do. No, because you did your own dirty work.
Then Liz, show us. Liz, show us the messages of her saying that she did it. She asked people to do things. I mean, we see it. I mean, we've seen it, but we would like to see what you have.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I still have them.
Anybody notice that account got real quiet when I said Bougie, come in on your fucking main?
What account was it?
Is that one with the messy haired girl standing to the side?
Oh.
GMM gone.
The victim here is Gina. Gina is the victim.
Yep. And to this day, Gina is having to try to clear her name because OG puts this false scenario out that she's the victim. And Gina is the one who's created all this shit about OG.
But I will say Gina is the victim of so many crimes, and I will say that hands down. And I'm not going to say and put in your mouth that you guys are victims, but the betrayal is real for all of you guys. And I do not want to dismiss that either. I know Gina has never wanted to. That you guys have all been played, and it is really disheartening. It is heartbreaking. And we're talking by OG and then some of the
You know,
I have
and the
other
crazy
people.
thing is Gina can't even come on. Like, I think since this all happened, she's been on live maybe 2 or 3 times. And this particular person has actually come in a sneaky into her lives. Gina cannot even come on live anymore because it's not fun for her anymore. It's
Wouldn't that
not
be a form of
it's not
stalking?
it's not a place where she can enjoy herself because she's worried that this person is over here sitting in her lives trying to get information, which we sit and we talk and we kiki and we have a good time and talk about something other than that stupid bitch.
I have
Sorry.
I
Can
have
I
to
ask a question really
I have
quickly?
to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just really quickly, because I feel like it does need to be asked just before anybody like goes off the handles and starts digging into shit. Is Gina in a space where people can reach out to her, or does she need to kind of be left out of the drama?
I left out of this drama. I mean, I obviously am speaking. We can all speak to Gina. It definitely needs to be out in that sense that the shit that can be brought up and said and yeah. Uh,
I think at this point, with everything that has happened with her, I think
no,
she just
thank you.
like the more
Yeah.
people that she has to protect her, the
Hmm.
better she will be. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta think she has gone through the DEATH of her child,
Yep.
you
Correct.
know, the DEATH of her daughter-in-law, people on the internet painting a picture of her that is not true, that has been proven to be not true.
Hmm.
And then of all things, the most disgusting, vile, inhumane thing anybody could do is that you paraded the DEATH of her daughter-in-law across
Mm-hmm.
an app.
Yep. And I
Yeah,
kind of
that was
maybe
bougie.
answered
That was
that.
bougie. Sorry,
Yeah.
everybody. I hate saying that. I will tell you, I will be broken about this relationship probably for a very, very long time because I
Yeah.
have, and I will say how much the trust. Okay. And again, just everyone, I will never disclose things. I will never, ever do anything like that. But I can promise you, she never shared anything about any, like, where people live or anything. I would like you to know that she never shared that with me, so uh not like tooting her horn or anything. I just want to make sure everyone understands that. And nothing personal on you guys. But I will say this, that she did that to Gina. I have no fucking clue why. There's got to be something why she did what she did. But I will say that live does need to be played again.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be people that are involved that might have walked away now, so I don't want to shame them, but I do believe that live needs to be played again because
Yes.
I think Bougie has forgotten
Yep.
what she had said, and what went down, and it was illegal stuff. So either way, it wasn't cool. But I don't know. I want to put that out there. But protecting Gina is key. I mean, obviously, I shouldn't speak on her behalf, but Gina, no, okay, you can come in.
She-
Yeah, come
we
I
in
never,
inbox.
our
I
group
never knew
our group
that.
has Gina's back 100, 1,000%. We will protect Gina as far as we can go. It is sickening, and I wish all of you could imagine putting yourself again in her shoes and wondering how every single day you could get up knowing that all of this is going on an app. On an
Mm,
app. Gina is the most giving person. She would give you the shirt off her back. She has
That's the
the
only thing that she's
most,
guilty of.
yes, is being a good hearted person and trying to help someone she thought was in need. It is mind boggling to
Yeah.
me how anyone could believe the things that have been said, the things that have been done to her.
well,
And
she's sitting. OG is sitting over here going, saying, "I can't believe that Rissa's even in a box because she still owes me money." Well, OG, when are you going to pay Gina back?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna stand on this. I have seen the text messages from OG to Rissa, and OG has lied out the bottom of her beehole about how everything went down. She was approached about payment plans. She told Rissa, don't worry about it. She told Rissa, I don't care about it. Never once, when Rissa tried to push it, did she want to organize it. Then it got brought to the app. Then all of a sudden, Rissa's a scammer. Then all of a sudden, Rissa's a bad fucking person. Then, once Rissa makes the first payment, between the first and the second payment, she's told Rissa's not going to pay you back. She's putting Rissa's information out there. She's doxing her.
She's saying she's going to put her foot on her neck.
She's talking about stepping on her neck, finding out where Rissa lives, and everyone wants to persecute Rissa on all of this.
Well, let's talk
None
about
of you
the
all
money
saw
she
the text
owes
messages. None of you cared to listen to Rissa's side of it in any of it. But OG broke that fucking agreement with Rissa, and Rissa tried to work it out with her. And she asked OG, she said, can we please just leave this off the app? Because I made the first payment. Let's stay off the app with it. And she couldn't even go a fucking week without bringing it back to the goddamn app and running Rissa's name through the mud.
Oh, and Mallory, don't forget, no face, no case.
Yes, no face, no case.
Sorry about that, ladies. Having no gallbladder and IBS is not fun, but I have the text message that I can show. I did have to cut out one little part because it did mention my kid. Let me see if I can remember how I did this.
Can I say really quickly, just to Petty's parole officer, that's actually what Rissa and I have discussed before, because back when Rissa got the money, the thing was OG had been in several boxes saying loyalty pooled money together. So at one point she was trying to make sure that OG hadn't borrowed the money from anybody and was kind of doing a pay me back to pocket it, but nobody else was expecting it back type thing. But we have talked about that before.
Don't mind the glasses. My new they raised the dosage on my prescription and it messes with my eyesight, so I have to have so okay. So
if you'll just look, click on your and flip your camera, it shows like the little little, there you go.
So I'm trying to remember what brought up this conversation.
So Liz, my one thing is, how do we know that that is Liz's actual thing? Because we know how Mittens and OG would change the names. That's my only thing. How would we know? Last four numbers, I mean, I do know them, but how would we know that?
Taking narcotics in September and will gladly take a drug test.
OG, we want you to take a drug test every fucking day, morning, noon, and night, baby girl.
By the way, nobody ever asked for her to take a fucking rug test.
I know. So that was crazy.
Except for a goddamn comment. Pardon my language.
Well,
She's showing a screenshot between her and Nurse Liz.
While she's looking that up, I'd also like to bring something else up. OG continues to go on lives and say that Mama has contacted her child. That's an adult child.
And it was like not harsh, but OG, you contacted.
But we won't talk about Shelly messaging and sending Mama a text messages threatening her, physically threatening her. We won't bring that up, OG, will we?
Well, she's threatening somebody right now, which I'm screen recording, so
she wants to sit out and play this narrative that people, her child, it's an adult child. Yes, it is a child, but that child's an adult, and that child also responded very nasty. And actually, him and Hair Junkie said that they're going to run Mama down with the car. So
correct, flip-flop.
This is a woman that she's so innocent. She's not a victim. She never says anything negative about anyone. She never threatens anybody, but allows the people that ride with her to send text messages threatening people and threatening people's lives. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, one second. Chloe, I don't know where she's at. I'm blocked from her. Sucker.
Right now on
She's
her
in
Be Real.
Oh, Be Real. Okay, so she's in Hair Junkie. So if you just write Hair Junkie junk, it could be 88, 89, whatever it should come up.
Yes.
How's it is?
Hair junkie 88.
88.
Okay, so this conversation, um, can you hear me when I close the screen?
Yes, we can hear you. You're good. Oh, we're fucking hoes now. Okay.
All right.
Hey everybody, this is Voices. I'm not taking up for OG or anything. I I do not like her. I do not trust her. But I can't remember. It's been a couple of months. But me and her had a conversation, and we talked about the wreath money, and she ended up giving almost $300 back to Gina supposedly, and she sent me a receipt, and I asked Regina or Gina. And Gina told me, yeah, she got some money back. So maybe if somebody would just have a conversation with OG without, being aggressive about it and confrontational, Gina might get her $550 back. And that's all I was wanting to say. So
I understand. Thank you.
Yep. I will say this, there's been conversations about it. I don't believe she has the money to return. But that is something that is now kind of out of our hands. It's within the court system now. So I don't know if there can be any of that kind of dialogue with money.
yeah, can you drop me? But that's all I was going to say. She did give some money back. Maybe OG can be put on a payment plan. Maybe talk about that. So,
Yeah.
all right,
You got
drop
a
me,
good point.
please, and thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, so this conversation came about a live that Robert held. I was at work when it happened, so I don't know what was said in Robert's live. So, oh shit, that didn't come.
And I just want to say it's very possible other people didn't hear the live last night and they aren't aware that OG did threaten. And when we say threaten, like I'm going to drive up, no, we're not talking like that. She blatantly threatened to want to KILL her, like literally
Mhm.
wanted to. Okay. And it wasn't like a child, like, I just make it. No, it's not like that.
And I wouldn't know. I've been getting over to the norovirus because it's going around work, so I have not been on TikTok.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I was addressing someone who thought, who was addressing voices. And I'm like, in all fairness, I don't think, I mean, there's a good possibility that voices and others didn't hear that last night. But thank you very much to Spicy Mimi.
It's just sad. It's so sad. But I would do this live 10 times over for 5-6 hours. If it would bring some kind of justice to Gina and stop a lot of the nonsense and a lot of the BS, because I just feel like Gina's been thrown in a corner and just not heard, and I just don't feel that's right.
The issue is that every time OG gets backed into a corner, she pulls up the same like 10 text messages that don't really show shit, where she has to like kind of make you see what she wants you to see out of them. And she's not going to like take ownership of what she's done. Like, I mean, it's just like the $6,000 on TikTok. Did she not make like a lot of money selling her house like the month before into the early month of August as well too? Like, this woman has had a lot of money in her hands.
Sure did. Yeah. And she went on vacations and bought her fiance a truck and so on and so on. And we won't mention the other things she bought.
Not
I
to cut you guys
I
off,
run
but
out of
can I get through this so I can jump off of TikTok?
Yes, will you read those out
Oh, I thought
loud?
you were
Because a
just
lot
showing.
of
I'm
people.
sorry.
Well, because there's another part.
Yeah, go ahead and showing this fine. I do want to say though, yeah, go ahead and showing this fine. Um, yeah, go ahead and showing this fine. I do want to say though, when OG asked people to do anything, they in their minds were doing something for good. Okay. That's how she sold them on things, was like, oh my gosh, this child's in danger. Please help me and do this. And this is what's going on. And this person is exploiting this. Can you please help me? You need to understand it wasn't like, oh, I have some beef to pick and go and do this for me. That's not how it was. I want to make sure that's very clear because all these people who did things, especially with a name that's being presented right now, is somebody who definitely thought they were doing something good and helping the public. I have to make sure everyone understands that.
Well, the reason why I think it was all she was running a scam is because just a couple of weeks ago, I was scrolling in a like just scrolling TikTok and I heard her say, you know, I'm broke. I don't have any money. I'm broke. But you did then. No, I didn't, Moonflower, because like she is the last on my list to even worry about.
Hmm?
Lady Bird, do you know you're in a box, honey? I don't believe she does.
Or think, I want to know what's for dinner.
Well, since
My
we're
husband's
looking,
looking like I'm crazy.
I would like to say, fiery horse, whatever the fuck your name is, maybe you should worry about you being blamed for things that you do on this app and not be worried about what Leather does about a phone dump. Because she said basically that that's the utmost betrayal of friendship. Well, let's be honest here. She's never done that to anyone except Bougie because Bougie and Moonbeam were lying on her. So I would like you to keep your mouth shut and don't talk about things that you don't know because you have no room to talk.
I've said this so many times, and God, I regret ever meeting Bougie, ever even giving her an opportunity. I mean, I do. I 100% do.
Guys, can I please get through this? I really want to get off TikTok because
Yes.
there's more to this.
Yeah, sorry. We're just, you know what? We were taking moments when you took a
I
break.
know.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
I was going off of it. So can you hear me when I
No, we can't hear you when you're on pause,
No.
hon.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I'm
don't hear you
sorry.
at
I
all.
didn't know you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good. We just took those opportunities.
Okay, so this started because of Robert's live. Tennessee Honey said something. And then I had said, well, you did give my information, my address, my phone number, my place of employment to Rundown to look me up. And then she responded, yes, I gave it directly to her because they were trying to see who was in that, who opened that page with kids on it. And then she said, but I didn't look it up. So then I responded, okay, how do I say this without getting mad or accuse me of anything? And I said, you gave my information to Ashley to do the dirty work. And then with Daisy, you also gave her to do the dirty work. Yeah, I can see and understand that. I can own that. And then let me pause for a second to grab the next one. I do have to edit it for a minute because it does have my kids' information in it. And I want to keep that.
Absolutely.
Nobody needs to know that. Absolutely.
Read it as written. Okay, how do I? Yes, I gave it directly to her because they were trying to see if you were connected to the page with our kids on it, and I will openly own that just like I owned it to you, but I didn't look it up. Okay, how do I say this without you getting mad or accuse me of anything? Just an observation that others may think. Just say it. Okay, so with me, you gave my information to Ashley to do the dirty work. So while you didn't do the actual looking up, you had someone do it for you. Then with Daisy, you gave Rundown the info to look her up. Again, you weren't doing the dirty work, but having someone do it for you. She responded, yeah, I can see and understand that, and I can own that. And while I had reasons for both, still doesn't make it right. And then it talks about skin crawlers, but after that, the only parts I'm deleting Walla Walla have to do with my kid. And you can
Well,
see
I
that's a
invited her
straight
to come
text
to
through.
lunch.
I don't believe anything.
As you
Sorry.
can
That's my
see, that's
opinion.
a straight text thread. There's nothing missing in there. In the next one, I will block out my kids' information so that is not put out on TikTok. That's the only thing I'm changing is my kids' information. But as you can see, that is a straight message. There is no breaks in it, nothing. I can even do a side, swipe it to the side so you can see times that will match up.
Now all of a sudden, OG used credit card rewards to get Gina that plaque.
Yes, and she used the rest of the cash for herself, for um maybe for Chrissy, little Christopher.
I think
Since
it
some
looks worse.
people
She's doing that now.
and since some people are really fucking stupid, Mallory doesn't have a program to take down people's lives,
Oh,
just
shoot.
so
How do I make
everyone
that
knows.
smaller?
Because otherwise Emo would have been down a while.
I don't know how to make this
OG
smaller.
is obsessed. Like, she really
He
thinks
thinks
I
that.
waste my time reporting her lives. I don't waste my
I
time
know,
reporting anyone but emo.
Do you
right?
know how to
Okay.
make this smaller? Because
Reflecting.
this has timestamps, so it can show that it's a continuous message and that I did not delete anything out of it.
I
So so
I don't know
let's
how to do
let's
that.
let's do this because I'm not tech savvy on things like that either.
Yeah.
I think you need to reflect on everything that's happened, and I think you need to, if it is possible, I think you need to mend what is broken with the right people. And that's just what I want to say about it. It
Un-
breaks my heart to sit and truly hear. It's taken today to sit and truly hear everything that Gina has gone through,
I
and
have
it breaks
wanted,
my
sorry.
to know. It breaks my heart to know that. And I want to say to TV producer, when everything went down with myself and Bougie and that phone call, I ran straight to TV producer because I knew in my heart that that was wrong on so many levels. And there's some people I just don't know how do you go to bed with your conscience clear at night, knowing that you have done the things that you've done to people and hurt them even deeper than what they are hurting? So, Nurse Liz, I don't know you. This is the first time I've ever had a conversation with you, but I feel like you left a group of people that truly cared about you to run to OG, who gave no shits about you. And I think if it's mendable, I think you should mend what you broke.
The thing is, I don't know how to. I'm blocked on everything. I have wanted to reach out.
It's it's so
It might be
brokenhearted to
time.
know.
I had no idea I was not muted, guys. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I
You're good.
if I was really loud, I'm very sorry. Um, I think, nurse, it's going to take time
And
with everyone, and if it happens,
when this all happened, someone had mentioned why I had brought up my cousin. So when this all happened, my cousin was 23. She passed away from a brain tumor, and she donated her organs. So that night, Bobby had called me, and the first thing he did was accuse me of recording everything and sending it to people, and that hurt me. And the messages that I just
Weird.
showed on the screen is the last time I've talked to OG. She was blocked after that.
So
Liz.
let me intervene for a
Mm,
second. How would you feel if you put your feet in Gina's shoes and your cousin who's no longer with us was dragged across this internet.
The thing is, I swear on my grandparents' urns and my kids, I never told OG, Bougie, or anyone about Gina's daughter passing. I did not tell anyone that. I swear to God. I swear on my kids, I did not.
So it was Mittens.
Do you know who did?
I don't. But it wasn't me, and I swear on
I
my
guess
kids.
too.
And
That'd be
I
my
You
swear on
still
guess
my
talk
too.
to
kids.
Mittens, don't you? You still talk to Mittens, don't you, Liz?
I
Yes.
sent her a text message this morning. It's the first time I've heard from her in like a week because I was trying to make a TikTok and I didn't know how to do a blank screen followed by a bunch of pictures.
Because I'll tell you this, whoever, um, here's the thing. When messages were sent to OG, Mittens had said, um, she doesn't need the messages from me because she already had them.
Correct.
So her saying that, was that them throwing you under the bus? Or did you guys share your messages with Bougie, Boudoir, and
Again, I swear on my kids. I swear on my grandparents' urns. I have not talked to Bougie since did the throwing in my white flag, and she's been blocked. Blocked on everything. And I swear on my kids. I have
oh,
walked away from all this drama because it hasn't been good for my health. And I'm getting ready for my next surgery. So that's got me on edge because I'm scared.
Would you be willing to sit in a box with Mittens and the two of you find out how this young man or this young lady's unaliving started on this app?
I had added her in the chat and she said she didn't want to get in the box when I asked her. Just saying.
right, of
I am
course.
willing, but not tonight.
Hmm. I understood. I understand that, Liz. Listen, Liz isn't ready to run. Here's the only thing. Having conversations with Mittens and getting stories straight is not cool either. But I am not surprised that Mittens does not want to join a box. Come on, Mittens.
Well, to me, that says guilt. That
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
that answers guilt.
Listen,
Uh,
Liz, I have a heart and I do feel for your situation. I am sorry you're going through what you're going through, but our main objective right now is Gina. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but we know what was
100%.
we know what was done, whether it was you or Mittens. At this point, it doesn't really matter. It's already done.
I'm not running away from anything, know your worth. I just don't want to do it right now.
I wish you nothing but the best.
Know your worth. I just don't want to do it right now.
I wish you nothing but the best. Oh, I hope your surgery goes well. I hope your health improves. But I will be honest with you. You need to stay away from certain people on this app because they are going to do nothing but drag you into more shit.
This is why for the past month I have been on Book Talk.
Use you and abuse you. They are going to use you up and get everything they can from you until they're done, and then they're going to go give you the big F you. So again, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm sorry again for whatever it is that you're going through, your health, but I just want you to remember and put yourself in Gina's shoes and try to understand what she is going through and has been going through for the last 6 months, because I wouldn't want to be her waking up every day, having to live this, knowing what people have said. Gina's a strong, you know what?
Nah, I just wanted to say
so yeah. Now everybody mute except for Gina, and I want Gina's voice heard. And you
You got the floor, Gina.
I don't even know what to say.
Take your time, baby. I just want to first say to you that I am truly, truly sorry from the very bottom of my heart for everything that you're going through, that you've gone through, the people who have silenced you. I'm sorry.
You know how strong you are, Gina. Like, literally, there are people on this app who never could have gone through what you've gone through and stood up and be heard like you have. And I think every day you need to be reminded of that.
I love you, boo.
I love you too, Nico.
Yeah. Gina, you don't have to talk. You just need to stay pretty and stay up here. It's all good. We got you.
You don't have any idea how many people love you and have got your back. And you're just an amazing person. I love you.
To be as
Thank you,
strong as
Nico.
you've been, you're stronger than
Yes,
I am,
Gina.
honey.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I didn't. Go ahead.
just
Sorry. Go ahead.
hard. It really is, you guys. It's a daily battle.
I know. We love you, though, Gina. We love ya.
Thing is, though, is that you're a fighter, and a lot of people wouldn't have made it as far as you have. And I think, as hard as it is, you've got to recognize how strong you are for how far you've made it. Because I'm telling you, this app can recognize how strong you are for how far you've made it. Because I'm telling you, this app can break the fuck out of people. And you still, at the end of the day, you're still here. You're still fighting. Your voice matters. And I think that a lot of people see it. And I really hope you know that.
And there is a special place in hell for the ones who have wronged you.
Yes. And Gina, again, would not wish harm on them or wish ill of them. Is just the person she is. Um, some of us, like myself, need to work on that. Okay. Booty, uh, dizzy, and of course, Gina, but trusting me again is massive. And I don't take that for granted. And like I said, I'm okay even if they aren't trusting and wanting to share the fact that they've also just allowed me to be a part of this bad journey, but also we've had a lot of fun and everything like that, you know? And you can still have these kind of friendships without having people's information. I want everybody to know that because I, believe it or not, do not have anyone's information. I do not want it. They don't ask of me, and we still have the best time. Oh, we still have the
I'm a
best
Griffin
time,
too.
and we still have the best time,
I
and
can't be a Griffin in
it's
my own.
great. But anyhow,
No, I
I'm
just
just want to say that please don't think you have to give your information to have friendships on here. Okay, you really don't, because it's real. I think, and I love spending all my, yeah. So you don't have to give your information up.
And true friends will never ask you for a dime.
I just
Never.
got one thing to say. Pineapple.
Apple.
Upside down.
Right. Tap the screens, everybody, because that's naughty. Sorry.
Did y'all did y'all take your pregnancy test yet?
Oh, I think I think there
Not
might
yet.
be
Not
six of
yet.
us.
I had to. I had to
I
make
don't
my
have
own
those
test.
parts, so
There might be six of us out there coming forward.
mm,
Thank you. Thanks to Fab Five.
That's right.
Oh, you naughty boy.
Very fertile. Very fertile.
I would like to say thank you to TV because she has been our backbone. Like she has been Gina's sounding voice. And without TV, I don't know how Gina would have been able to put her story out there. Also, Mallory has given Gina a platform to get her story out there as well. And again, thank you, Leather and Lace, for this, allowing Gina up here tonight. I just, again, like I've said a million times, we all have Gina's back. I love our group. We have more than a group, we have become a family. We talk daily, and whether it's just checking in, hey, 5 minutes, we will be a family on or off this app.
That's right.
And
That true friendship.
I will say from the bottom of my heart, if I didn't meet, I know there's a reason that I went in to OG's live many months ago. And it was to find these people that I sit with right now.
That's right.
And there's a reason, there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. And I truly believe that God placed me in that live to meet my people that I speak to every single day. So I love all of them, and I'll go to my grave for all of them. And that's friendship.
That's right.
I love Gina like more than she even knows. Like she has honestly become part of my heart. I love the Fab Five, Dizzy, Judy, Bejazzled, TV. Like y'all have no idea. So there's a reason that all of this nastiness had to take place, and
You guys together.
it brought us together.
And I will say, I'm hoping, and the ultimate goal too, and I know with Gina and the group is that nobody else is going to get hurt. That hopefully we can help people. And by all means, this is just from experiences and stuff that and I'm saying other platforms can bring awareness to what to look out for, not just somebody looking for money, but we're talking some of the devious ways. Like it's when you have multiple people and finding out, okay, this is something they're good at, and this is something that this person, when they have a whole network of stuff going on and then different chats, that's when you need to, the red flag needs to go up, right? So our goal too is that nobody else, that eventually no OG's not going to be able to do this to anyone else. That another person's not going to be able to do this to someone else. That's the ultimate goal as well, but there is a lot that unfortunately we have to go through, and it's a slow process. And sadly, I think there's going to be some people that will still be hurting down the way, and that's a concern. And speaking to some of officers, there's only so much we can do with that. And but it doesn't mean that it's easy to let go, but there's nothing we can do. There's nothing until stuff is done, and it's a long process.
Well, I'm going to close and say, because I've been on this, I've held this for about 8 hours now. Mallory, I appreciate you so much. Mallory has been in this box with me since I began, and she's been supportive. I got the wrong impression of the 5 of you sitting in here. I was told nasty, vile things about the 5 of you. And to even think that I should apologize because I was listening to another person's opinion. I've silently watched Gina's battle.
And when the phone call occurred and I recorded it and I reached out to TV producer and she and I talked for 3.5 hours, I knew then that the ones in the box were being negatively spoken on. And for that, I'm deeply sorry. A lot of people have opinions on everybody. And I'm sure I'm the talk of the town right now for doing a phone dump. But when I feel like I need my truth heard, I will do that. Because I don't want to be labeled as somebody that is just a vile, disgusting human being. Gina, my heart aches for you. I can't imagine losing a child. I can't imagine going, a few weeks and then having to. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you're a praying person, but I will pray for you daily because right now that's what you need. And for those of you that wronged her, as I've said 2 or 3 times, there is a special place in hell for every single one of you. And don't think for 1 second that karma will not come back, because she will. I'm so glad I held this live. I'm so glad that I was able to get through some of the muck that we walked through.
Muckery. Got some muckery.
And Gina, I'm always just a DM away. Just want to just say hi, whatever. Just reach out.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
I appreciate all the love and support. It is hard. I just don't know what I did so wrong to deserve to be dragged like I was.
You met
No.
the wrong people, and
No,
you
but
met
that
a person.
was
Well,
support.
you met a person who took your disadvantaged and used it to her advantage. And that is wrong on so many levels.
That's what
For
scam artists
anybody,
do.
to use somebody because of the death of her child, you are a gross human being. I would never, Gina, even if you reached out and said, Stephanie, I want to buy that, whatever, I would refuse, because you are mourning and you're acting on your loss and your grief. And she is just, that woman needs to be put away. And I will say it myself. So that is disgusting to act that way. Ooh, don't get me started. I'm so glad you have a support group, and I'm so glad that you came into my box, because I do want to tell you, I'm so sorry for even having those kinds of thoughts about, y'all. To me, y'all are a very close-knit family, and I have a few on this app that I call family as well. One of them has been right here with me since I hit the live button.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so sorry, Gina. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Stephanie, I don't mean to interrupt, but
Yes, ma'am.
apparently, so Aries wrote down here, OG just green screened a text Bougie sent her today denying the threats.
Well, I have
The
the
threats
call.
on that. Yeah, I know. So I'm like,
So it is recorded.
Well, yeah,
So
we know. Yeah,
she
we
did
know.
not
But we
deny.
do want that. Yes. And Grim, I'm sorry. I will stay silent. I know you wanted to say something.
Hey, Gina.
Hey.
I just wanted to say I'm so sorry what you've been through. I'm trying to find some information on the stuff that OG has said about you and stuff like that, and other stuff about the court stuff that has happened recently. She has said some pretty vile stuff, and she is vile herself. She's been trying to push me underneath the bus, and I was like, go right ahead because I haven't done anything whatsoever. But I am so sorry what this vile witch has done to you. Nobody should ever use that type of could use that towards you or use it against you or anything. And to even speak about your loved one that is not here, that's very fucking vile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of a grieving mother. She took
Thank
advantage
you.
of a grieving mother.
She did. She very did take
And
Gosh.
advantage of
throws it in her
her.
face.
And then she's all trying to say that it was Mitten's fault, and which is so fucking stupid. No, it was all OG that did it.
No, and I also want to make this clear that in court she did state that I was behind Mittens with these altered text messages and everything. I never, ever did that. Would never condone stuff like that. I had no part of it. And also, that of course, she's not going to put this out there, but the last word from the judge to her was, "It looks like you have a lot of money involved in this."
Correct.
So, what
You
do you think
did
was
put a
going
lot of
through?
money into the wherever it was going.
Yeah, I mean, the judge probably looked at her like, "You scamming ass bitch." You know, just.
Quickly, y'all see how Bougie last night was denouncing the friendship with OG. She's this, she's a bitch, I would never. Now she doesn't have anybody. She's ran, deactivated again, but now she's texting who? OG
Oh,
to
gee.
what? Say that she never said, which y'all was, I'm pretty sure, all there, and if you weren't there, it was recorded, how she's lied and lied and lied last night, but she did in those comments say she heard that threat
Yep,
and did not
100%.
talk
Yep.
to her for months because of it.
Yes,
So who's
ma'am.
lying?
I did want to correct myself really quickly. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I did want to correct myself.
We hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go
Okay,
ahead.
good. Sorry, my box isn't lighting up. OG said that that Bougie sent that to somebody and the somebody sent it to her, but didn't specify who the somebody was. So I wanted to correct myself on that. But I personally believe it was Bougie to OG.
Gotcha. Okay.
100%.
Gotcha.
But
100%.
I'm gonna send you my Snap TV producer if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
She
It's just to
usually
the
does
point
that.
it
She'll find
doesn't
a friend
matter.
to send a message to green screen, to screenshot, to send it the long way around, but it's always her. It always comes back to her.
Well, OG and Bougie have a reason right now to not be friends because OG is using Florida Man. I'm just gonna say it. Like the fact that OG is like teaming up with people and she's handing out people's information, like there is no way she's not giving these people information.
It just, it's just to the point. It doesn't matter what you say, what you show. She's going to come up with something totally different. And if you bring something up that happened, her stories just go in circles. It's like, dude, you just talked about that 3 months ago. I mean, yeah, I mean,
I
and
would
if you sit and
never,
listen,
even
if
on
you
my
just,
worst enemy,
do this to somebody, I would never dig anybody's life up. Just never.
I know.
And
But if
why
you
I
sit,
don't.
if you just sit and be real silent and just, go in on a troll account and be real silent, you can listen and pay attention and you can see this woman just, you're exactly right, Gina. She just goes around and around and around and around in circles.
right?
You are exactly right. I saw it.
Yeah, and I will say, I mean, I will say that, we aren't, and I mean, you can see this is one of the first time, but I mean, we aren't on a regular basis going around and talking about stuff. I mean, there's stuff we could constantly do, but with shit that has happened and being able to finally admit, along with you last night, being able to admit the recording, because that's not something I would do without you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
being
And I
able
can't
to
I
do
can't
that.
appreciate you enough.
Yeah. No, would never. But being able to discuss that and what was on there, um, I know that was a big deal. But you know, I mean, we could have done this a long time ago. But it was great that there was some admission there. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But
And
Grim, I want to thank you for taking the chance, coming up here and being patient with us, and saying what you
yeah,
said to Gina. Thank you very much.
And
I
and
appreciate each and every one of you.
run while you can, baby. Run while you can.
and it also says a lot that Gina has not gone into anyone's box and discussed anything since all of this started. No one.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
that speaks volume. Mm-hmm.
And many people have said, Gina, you safe safe space. If you want to come in, she has not done that. She has kept silent. The other party has not. So that says volumes too.
Absolutely. Silence is golden, and I've learned that a long time ago.
And I am so sorry to everybody that she went and used their platforms and did what she did. I mean,
Yeah, and I do wish we could speak more, but we can't. That's one thing
right.
we can't do. So everyone,
Right.
I am sorry about that, but we have to be very cautious.
Absolutely. Protect yourself.
That's
And
right.
and above everything else, protect Gina.
But I mean, I lost my son and I just lost my daughter-in-law at the end of January. And her threatening she wants to do this to me,
Yeah.
What more could you put me through?
I know. Exactly. Exactly. And they're being inhumane, not thinking, like, stop thinking about, they need to stop thinking about their feelings and start thinking about yours. You have
Well,
been
that's the
through,
problem, though. She don't care about anybody's feelings but her own.
Gina has been through more than any human being should have to go through. So leave her alone. Leave her alone. And if we need to go live every day just for me to say, leave her alone, I will. Until you get the damn point. Oh, gee, you are I can't even describe how you are. You are just, oh my gosh. I don't,
I just want to go live and just have fun with whoever comes in and people. I feel I can't even do that because then I'm attacked the next day
you do what you want to do, Gina. And
and I'm not out to hurt nobody. Absolutely nobody.
you let everybody know when you want to go live and have fun and joke and laugh with your people and my people, and we'll come and protect you guys. You should not be silenced. You should be able to go live without being attacked. And if that takes an army of people to come in and delete every damn comment, that's what we'll do. Because that's what she wants. She wants for you to be silent because she wants to be heard.
She's trying to silence me, but she's not going to get it.
No, we got you, girl. You let us know when you want to go live. Because I think the last live I seen you in was you were holding this huge cucumber up and it was the funniest shit ever. I just,
Before I had to change it because of certain people. Cucumber Queen.
I thought it
It's
was
just
hilarious, and I was only there for just a second.
Steph, do you
Was that
see
me?
Precious requesting? She may be private.
Yeah. I just invited her. Precious, go ahead, baby.
Hi.
Hey.
Bear with me.
Okay. Take your time.
So I have I've been working and listening to your live for the last
I don't even know, like hours and hours.
Mm-hmm.
I have sat back and stayed in the dark for a couple of reasons, but I have to ask this really hard question for people who are in here. I am Ashley.
It's okay.
Ashley, baby, I don't know who you are, so
You want to tell them who you are, or I don't.
Do I know you?
I'm like shaking right now.
Okay.
deep breath.
Deep breath.
You're
Deep
okay.
breath.
Deep breath.
Go ahead, Rissa.
You can just say Ashley. That's okay. You don't have to do
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah. Go ahead.
So I was the bestie.
This was Bougie's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
How are
Oh, I
you,
had no
girl?
idea. I had no idea. I
Well, I think that because my name is Ashley, and there's been there's Smashley and then there's another Ashley, so I think that sometimes I've been able to go under the radar, per
mm-hmm.
se, but um it's taken me a while to shake all of this. I walked away. I started walking away back in October, November, because I caught on to some things that didn't align, and some things just weren't adding up. And I am that friend that did say something. I did say, like, hey, stop. Please don't do that. Why are you messaging? Don't go in those rooms. I did. I did say it. Um,
Did you suffer consequences for that?
I, I mean, yeah. She bit back. For example, I had messaged her. I got angry. I got shared
Mm-hmm.
alive, and I'm like, I don't watch this. I don't go into this. I don't, like, stop sharing it to me. Why are you in there? They don't like you. You don't like them. Like, why are you watching it? About an hour later, I get another share. I'm like, Jesus. So I go in, and I ended up calling her out. I said, hey, why are you texting these people? Like, you're just adding fuel to the fire. Well, because I said the word texting, she was able to say, like, no, I didn't text nobody. When in
Oh
reality, it
God.
wasn't a text. What it was is she had went and made a video of this person, what they were saying in the moment, and went and made a video. So she didn't per se text them, but she did go and make a video. So I did get, cussed out. Um,
She goes semantical like that.
what what's hard is I lost my dad this last year, and she was there for me
Mm-hmm.
through the call. Like, she was there, like a real person. So I really thought that, I know it
Take
sounds
your
cheesy
time.
and stupid, but I thought that we really had a friendship and a bond, because our friendship wasn't based off of TikTok or drama or people. And I think because I didn't get involved with the soap opera, I don't know what you want to call it. I think this is why I didn't know a lot of the twists and turns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm thankful because I never got people's personal information, but at the same
Right.
time, like, she's not who I thought she was.
And she was
Ashley.
kind of using, well, in my opinion, with me, like, I'm not like that. You know Ashley. Ashley will tell you, girl, I'm not like that. Like, that's my real life best friend. So even for me, I'm like, I built a little bit of a bond with Ashley. Like, well, am I tripping? Is this really happening? Ashley's not viewing it that way, but she's also not seeing what I'm seeing. So it was a mind game. It was a little, it was manipulation.
Ashley, at what point did you come out? Was this during the slot days or the Holly Mae days or whatever else muckery she's been involved in?
When did I come out? What do you mean? Like,
Like, when did you, like, not come out, I guess, but when did you, what situations was she putting you in?
she put me in the, she put me in the slot stuff a little bit, but not too heavily. Um, she really didn't put me. I think the slot stuff is the only person she talked to me about. We didn't
Okay.
talk about Holly Mae. We didn't talk. That's the thing. Like, we didn't talk about people on the app, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes all the sense in the world.
We talked about personal things, my kids.
Life stuff. Real life. You guys were real life friends.
Yes. And I I started seeing things because I had a couple like late nights.
Mm-hmm.
And what do? You have a late night, you're gonna scroll the streets when you can't sleep.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like, wait, what? Like, some of the things that was being said, I was like, okay, I'm out of it. I'm now. And then I just started like paying more attention. And then I tried to put the pieces together, but it's hard when you're not on TikTok in the middle of the night. My final straw was when I was like, okay, I'm not delusional. I'm actually hearing shit correctly, is when she made the comments about Holly Mae.
Mm.
That felt like a knife, and it didn't align with me. There were some other things. I kept I kept going over to Reddit trying to like figure Reddit out and trying to like pull stuff. I'm not a Reddit person. And then yeah, I walked away, and she had sent later on. I mean, I think it was like 2 months went by or something. I don't even know. And she had sent an apology, which I had screenshotted and sent to Mallory. It was very gaslighting.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, I might be all over the place. It's just been it's been a roller coaster to hear everybody and hear how many people were involved in the background and just doing things that are not okay.
And I'm sorry all that happened to you. Bougie was the one who, she was the one who made me feel a certain way about different individuals, and I had to learn the hard way that she's not a good person. And I'm so sorry that that happened to you. But it's like she steps on every single person that she can until she gets her point across. And I'm trying to stay completely away from all that with her. She has lost probably all the friends that she's got. Thank you, Roxy's mom. She and now she's making that vicious circle, and she's going back to the ones who didn't want anything to do with her again, and trying to make amends because she has fucked everybody over on this app, and nobody wants anything to do with it now. And Ashley, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
I'm sorry that it happened to everybody. I've been trying to process things, and I've been trying to like just walk away and sort it, and but then when I hear other people and I hear their stories and how they got hurt, and it's just like, fuck, man. Like I would go to bat. Like,
she would ask me to like come into a live and speak. Like I would go to bat and be like, no, she would never do this. She would never do that.
But she does.
For someone that like it's about Bougie, if you're like confused, Ashley had more of the personal relationship with her than, let's say, me or Stephanie. So when it came down to maybe one like me in my case questioning her on something, her justification was like, well, Ashley, like, you can trust me, you can depend on me, I'm not like that. And then like she's got this friend that is willing to vouch for her because she was not on TikTok. She did not see the things that she was doing, and then one night decides to actually pay attention and start seeing proof that her friend that she's been vouching for is actually doing this fuck shit that people are saying she's doing. So Ashley's hurt, she's confused, and she's like, well, what the fuck?
And actually, I don't know if you know, but Gina, that's in the box, I learned about Gina from Bougie.
Mm-hmm.
And Bougie told me Gina was facing all these felonies and she's doing all the things, okay? So of course I looked at Gina like, wow, but I just didn't go into her space and I just, whatever. Turns out between Bougie and OG, this woman has suffered a major loss of her child and her daughter-in-law. And between Bougie and OG, they have spread this all over TikTok. Gina has gotten hate. Gina has gotten backlash. And we can thank Bougie for that. It's whoever she can step on to get to the top.
Can I say something really quick too? Because I noticed like one thing. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I actually met Bougie last year or right around this time. So I've known about her for like a year. And she had tried to get me to turn on somebody and I wouldn't listen to her. And basically, like, she was modding for RT at the time. I didn't trust her. I made it clear. My better judgment was right. Shouldn't have trusted her ever. Blah, blah, blah. But, we came to where we came to. I tried to give her a chance. But in all of it, the one thing that I've noticed is she loves to say that she's a DV advocate. She loves to say that she's an SA advocate. I don't think Bougie has had an ounce of training in her entire life. I think Bougie, in and of herself, is an abuser. And I really started to recognize it when she would kind of go off about Rivka and how Rivka doesn't act like a victim and things like that. And I remember that live where we were in there and I was like, guys, no, we're not going to say like someone doesn't act like that because that's like any advocate should know. They should know that's not the thing you go to. Anyone who's been through any type of DV or SA should be able to own their power and take it how they want to do it. And if they want to be promiscuous, that's their right. They're allowed to do that. If that's how they heal, that's how they heal. But for Bougie to have like gone around, that to me is like the biggest, most blaringly obvious like sign for a lot of people. And I feel like we can sit here all day and we can tell everybody Bougie did this to us, Bougie did that to us. But just look at what she says she is and how she behaves. Because she says that she's a DVSA advocate. She acts like she's taken all these courses in it. But at the end of the day, the way she treats people who have been through traumatic situations like that. Like, I mean, even, and I did tell her, but like, I don't agree with her reaching out to people in Petty's life. I made that very fucking clear on live multiple times. Because, like, at the end of the day, you've got a victim involved. And she's sitting here saying, that she's reaching out. She's offering this person a space in her house to come stay with her during the fires. And it does. It's a very, like, contradictory thing to say that she's an advocate, but she behaves in the exact opposite way an advocate would. Like, take that type of lie and just compound it into every aspect of who Bougie is. And that's how she is to everybody. She's an expert in everything, but only an expert in the way she wants you to treat it.
Right. You have to be on her side.
Just quickly to answer, I think it was Nessa. Um, nobody will be able to give you uh, a number. I know people have been asked that. How many people has she looked up? How many people? Like, I do not know. I don't think anybody knows because we told you and we can play you the audio that she does that for fun. If you've bothered her in any way, if you've made a remark at her, if you've side-eyed her, if you're sitting with someone she may not like on a Tuesday, she has probably tried to look you up. She brags about it.
Just know my information is coming. I am expecting it because I have turned on her
Too.
because of her behavior. My information is coming. So I expect it any day now.
Can I just say, Ashley or Precious, I'm very sorry that that happened to you. You didn't deserve any of that, and it's really hurtful that someone would treat another person who's supposed to be their friend like that. I also would like to say that it doesn't surprise me about her behavior because she got mad at someone that I know because they blocked her and she looked up their information. So, and I've never really had a friendship with her. I was never really okay with her. So I wouldn't be surprised if she tried with me. So, but
And she has.
it is what
And
it is.
she has Gina's information. It's clearly stated on the call. So she has a lot of information, and it's so strange to me. It's like these two have so much in common because they prey on people who have had traumatic losses in their life. Maybe it's just me, but to me, it's like she used, like Ashley, she used your father's passing to her advantage. OG used Gina's traumatic losses to her advantage. Like it's like a pattern to me. And those are just the kind of people you have to stay far, 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 far away. And I had to learn it the hard way. I'm so sorry about that.
I will say, so what I have gathered, January, February, like I've started putting things together and watching after I completely cut her off. And I will tell you from what I have gathered, my little notes, as I've been trying to figure it out, I will say anyone who talks about her, anybody who she feels has crossed her, I think is who she's looking up. It seems
Gina, you
like
have a message. Sorry,
every
guys.
time
Gina, there's a message for you in the chat.
when I'm listening to these lives, that's the pattern. Well, I did this or she did this or I said this about her or in a live, and then the next day all this stuff is coming out that she looked people up or looked that person up. So it does seem like anybody who's crossed her, that's where she goes with, is to go and look people up.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Excuse me.
100%.
Gina, down below, they're needing you in the
Yeah.
phone call, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna drop, but I just want to say thank you, everybody, again.
Thank you, Gina. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate you.
And Gina, you know I'm always down for the late nights with you, boo.
I love you,
Okay, well,
Gina.
thank you. I love you guys too.
If we can, yeah, go ahead, Gina. Sorry. I'll wait. Okay. So
So
I,
OG is over there attacking Liz now. So just so we're clear, I moved on.
Liz or Liz? Liz. Got it.
LYSS.
Got it. Okay. So there's a couple things I wanted to address, and I do have to be very careful. So if I sound choppy or whatever, it is because I'm trying to be careful with information. Okay.
We understand,
Okay.
darling. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So First of all, um, when again, this shows the piss poor research abilities of certain individuals, um, and not understanding why certain judgments also are closed off to the right public. But thinking that a complaint from a ex-wife, and yes, they were divorced, when somebody had passed away, understand their one, she had no the ex-wife did not have any access to the home. It was not hers. She definitely gave that up, I should say, in the divorce, and she received other things. Plus, Gina did give her some money. She did not owe this ex any money. But because you are not privy to the information, you will not know. So you're showing your ignorance by continuing to bring it up. Okay? You have no idea what you're doing. The dates do not even match. They were divorced. And yeah, I'm gonna name call. You are fucking stupid. Okay? I can't even say it anymore. Stupid. Okay? Because you don't even have the right year. Pay attention, OG, to when you started to bring Gina in to some shopping sprees and hotel stays. Think about that, because it wasn't much after that. So, or before that. Second of all, with the people that lived with Gina, that during COVID had no place to live during that time, she took them in, and they had two children at the time, and then ended up having a third. All right. They lived there for a couple years, and Gina helped take care of their children. Okay. So when they moved out, it was at the time that Gina's son had passed away. Okay. When they moved out, they were on food stamps. Gina was not. When they moved away, they, for some reason or another, did not change their address for whatever reason. Fine. It's just semantics, right? Just a little bit of stuff. Anyhow, so when Gina was all of a sudden found out, because Bougelina, or Bowie Lips, whatever you want to say, um, uh, she got into some information, found out, oh shit, well, Gina has to go to court for this. That's fine. Whatever, right? So it's with the courts. They're handling that. It shows proof that Gina did not do anything. These are actually, unfortunately, also common charges that come up. They do go away, provided, you show proof that you weren't shopping and using these EBT cards. But these people moved out 2 years ago, and there's nothing Gina can do about it, that they still had her address attached to their name, but that's something that the state is handling. But Gina's not a felon. She's not taking money. OG, you dream of it, baby. You dream of it. You can keep saying what you want, but you're the one ultimately is going to be paying the price. I just need to let you know that. But anyhow, if anyone has questions about that, I can try to answer. But yeah, and again, good person. That's what happens. Good people, they get taken down.
That's the thing is, why did it have to make its way to the damn internet? Like,
She does things.
that's insane to me.
And again, that live, whoever is going to play it this evening, just let us know so Gina can make the decision if she wants to listen or not. I think she might be in a good place to listen to it. But
I've got
whoever
it. I
is
was
going to
gonna
play,
play it.
okay, yeah, play that live. And again, there's going to be people, if you have questions, that might be involved that we're not aware of all that was going on. I personally will tell you it is something to listen to twice, because even the first time listening to it, how shocking and disgusting it was, just to listen to it all the way through. But when I went back, not even noticing certain things that were said, and I was just appalled. And now having the transcripts helps as well. But I will tell you this, it was absolutely disgusting, and laws were broken, and it was a beautiful thing. That was the beautiful thing about it.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Walla Walla, honey. She wants people to think she's a mob boss. She's nothing more than a housewife. Okay.
And that's a reach.
That's being nice.
Reach.
Am I really reaching when I say that? She's not a mob boss. She's a housewife. Stop playing.
Into puppy
OG
breeders.
listening? Is OG listening? Because OG, do
I
you
mean,
remember about the garage where Chris does some stuff in the garage, and then the little drug house? Do you
And
remember
the
all that
houses
stuff?
that he goes to get the snow.
The drug
I
house,
just
yeah.
want to know when
The
someone's going to
photos,
tell her
girl.
to
You
stop breeding those puppies.
right? Well, that could happen. That could happen. That wish could be happening.
God, please.
Also, girl, it's weird. You send a picture of your man sleeping to people. Like that's kind of weird. I mean, I
Oh,
could make a coffee table book.
ooh.
my husband would, he would,
Hello?
my husband would have a stroke if I was sitting next to him on live and he was snoring. Like that's what I can't get past. Like
Great
she's
video
always
though
sitting.
of a husband farting when I was up in someone's box. It wasn't my
No, see
man. It was
that?
great.
No, we don't.
I can make it my photo of him sleeping, but I wouldn't actually do that. But I'm
So
tempted.
who is holding a live about things tonight?
No, I think Mallory,
You
did you
mean
say that
later?
you're willing to play that live? I personally think it's something that needs to play over and over again so people can get it because I think they're gonna miss stuff. That's
The
just me.
live from last night?
I
No,
mean,
no. Well, there's that, but I meant the live from the 26th, 23rd or 26th. I can't remember everybody. Of
Okay.
February.
I might
oh,
watch
Okay.
that
that
live.
yeah, that needs to be heard
That
because
needs
I don't
that's
think people are understanding.
mm-hmm.
Like nobody made that stuff up. They literally held a
Yep.
live, sat there and laughed about what they were doing in court
Can I
and
get that
saying stuff
live?
about Gina.
Can I get that? I don't think I have that
Hi,
live.
Nicholas.
Yeah, we should be able to get that to you.
Okay,
I
because
could.
I have tonight's live. I was going to play that because she's definitely sitting over there just kind of like making herself out to be the victim.
OG, you're a victim of nothing. Of your habit. Your little habit.
Yeah,
Is she
little.
crying?
And
I
she
just
has and
want
she
to
has oh my god, did
say
you guys I posted that
I'm a
cry. Now come on
mob boss.
everybody.
I
I posted
gotta
that
go
cry.
do the mob boss stuff. Let's
Ashley,
go
girl,
talk
Michigan.
about
feel
here.
free to follow me. Come in lives where we are.
Yeah. I
I'm
will say
sorry.
this, guys. Oops, sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry everything happened to you, but girl, you can be our friends. We'll be your friend,
Ashley
and we
knows
won't.
we got Ashley. She knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I will say this, people, I don't mean to be rude. Following me, I don't do anything. Like I don't have content, I don't have anything. So because a lot of times I don't know who anyone is, I'm not allowing you to follow just because I'm not being snotty. It's just that I'm not looking for a following, but I also don't produce anything on here. Like,
I'd be loving me some TV producer though.
but I mean,
I
I have
love
a
me
couple
some
clips,
TV
so you guys
producer.
can steal my clips, that's for sure, and use whatever I'm using. But I don't do anything, to be honest. I really don't.
Well, that is quite all right.
Yeah.
I
All
haven't
right,
been
y'all.
live in a
My
long
husband is
time. I had like
my
I'm
husband's side eyeing me, so I better get off this live because I've been on here for like 9 minutes.
Oh, Zaddy, I'm going back on duty. I took a
Girl,
break.
he side eyeing me like you
I
still on
know.
that live.
I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together.
But I
thank you
think
for
I
letting me
appreciate
come
it.
up and cry. Thank
No,
Okay,
girl,
you.
you're
girl.
fine.
No
And
idea.
I will be more than happy to be your friend, girl.
You
Ugh.
know, honestly, it's actually quite embarrassing. It's very embarrassing.
Well, see, I want you not to feel, I understand that and I don't want to dismiss that, but I can't tell you how many other people
She's
feel
done
that
it.
also with, well, I mean, I will tell you, I'm still in like it sounds ridiculous and she's going to probably make fun of me. I'm still in the heartbreak phase, to be honest, about it, to be honest. It shows how imperfect I am. But
You?
Right. No, but anyhow, but so many people, even on the OG side, how they felt dumb, they feel embarrassed, they're this, and I want you to know. I mean, I can't make it better, but I'm just letting you know. Please don't be, especially with us. I mean, we get it. Like we get it. We get it. Everyone has been
We've all
played
been
by
through it.
someone, and yeah. So you're not alone. You're not alone. But I know it hurts. It hurts, man. It fucking hurts.
It does. Well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll be out here on these streets. And Mallory,
Stephanie,
what
your
time are you
ass
going
better
live
call
again?
me by tomorrow at 3 p.m. my
Baby,
time.
I'm okay. Okay, I'll call you in just a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I love you
I love
guys.
you.
Mallory, what time are you going live?
Oh,
Hello.
Nursey.
Mallory.
Right
Nursey,
now.
Nursey's back.
Sorry, I was listening to how I need to clean the Cheeto dust out of my neck rolls. I'll go
Wait.
live right now.
Okay, hold on a second. Hey,
Okay.
Gina, if you're listening, can you please unblock someone? I'm going to send you names. I don't know why they keep
Hey,
getting
Gina.
blocked. Oh, wait, hold on. Nursey's here.
Hey, so you guys know how earlier I said that I didn't want to say stuff because of retaliation?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mallory, I sent a message to you about it.
Okay.
Um, I think once you read it, you will understand why. Um, and I know right now nobody trusts me. I know that. But when I offered to go out to, so she wasn't going in it alone. I was very genuine when I said that I would go out to meet her and be with her, so she wasn't going alone.
I understand.
So I
Well, all
just
right.
wanted to say that.
Okay. Well, I think we're all going over to Mal's, and
Yeah. I'll
I'll see.
I think I blocked you, Nurse Liz, but I'll unblock you so that we can
Gosh.
do that.
I can send it to you as well, Rissa. I just um,
Cheetos.
hope that the two
Right.
of
They're
you
good. It's
that I
fun.
send it to do not speak of it because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
very
I so
um,
we can get off Stephanie's, but yes, I held on to your secret up until I saw
oh,
that you had done whatever you had done. We don't have to get into it. So for
this
sure.
is not
Yeah, I
about
got you.
this is not about that. This is something worse. So
I can okay. Lord have mercy.
All
so
right. Good
I
night,
just
guys.
ask
I'll
that
see
you
you
guys
tomorrow.
don't speak on it, and that's all I have to say.
Okay, let's jump from Steph to Mal, I guess.
All right. See y'all over there. Good night.